Make no mistake about it, gentlemen. We are in the business of protecting this town.
I want you to put each other in your hearts forever, because forever is about to happen here in just a few minutes.
Growing up, we watched Pell City High School Panther football games and would dream about the day we would wear black and gold at Pete Rich Stadium.
Played football in Park League while our family cheered us on from the bleachers. Some of us have been playing football since we learned how to walk.
Countless hours of practice have been put in making sure we know our block, route, and gap.
Blood, sweat, and tears, in the heat or cold, rain or shine, we give it all on the practice field for you.
And now it's our turn to put on the pad and show you the results of what years of hard work can produce. It's our turn to show Pell City what we're made of.
It's our turn to make Pell City proud and wear the black and gold. It's our turn to be Pell City Panthers.
Welcome to Pell City Panther football on the River Sports Network with Adam Stocks on play-by-play, color commentary by Lance Bowman, sideline reporters Scott Elliott, David Birmingham, and Alan Rowan on stats, and producer Tiffany Studdard. The lights are on, and we're ready for some high school football. Let's go to the stadium.
Welcome to Pete Ridge Stadium, home of the Pell City Panthers, as we get ready for, unbelievably, we are going to be celebrating senior night already here at Pete Ridge as the Pell City Panthers. Thank goodness we're done with that first round of the trifecta of road games, and now we are back at Pell City for one more game. And then we go back on the road again for another trifecta. Adam Stocks along with Lance Bowman. We got Scott Elliott roving the sidelines. David Birmingham doing our stats. We got Tiffany Studdard, our executive producer on the video side. Madison and Michael running our cameras. And all kinds of folks ready to bring a good football game to you. It's a big region matchup and two teams that are not far apart in the same county. And with Springville moving to 6A, last year, that meant, time for a good rivalry. Pell City and Springville squaring off. You see Pell City, if you're watching this on the live stream, you see them in their warm-ups out here. We're still about 35 minutes away from kickoff here at Pete Rich Stadium. The Pell City Panthers, oh man, a heartbreaker last week. It was a 17-6 loss at Arab, and Arab is leading the region. Undefeated in the region, as a matter of fact. We'll take a look at region standings here a little bit later on in the pregame. But Pell City, if they're going to make the playoffs, then they have to win tonight. They have to win the following two Fridays as well. If they don't win tonight, it's all just kind of cruise control, if you will, to the end of the season, because we have to win these final three to get in the playoff scenario. Springville, on the other hand, they're sitting and the region right now 1-2 overall, so they've got some room to finagle and looking pretty good. If they get a win here tonight, then it's looking pretty good for them to make a run. They've got a tough second half of the schedule. Springville does. They are playing Oxford after us and then at Arab. So they've got the two leaders in the region. So they can put themselves in the driver's seat for a home field advantage with a win tonight and then some wins in the next 2 weeks. But, of course, it's Panther football here on 94.1 FM The River, and we're all Pell City here. So Pell City Panthers, again, coming into this ballgame 1-5 overall, 0-3 in region play. Lance Bowman, man, there's no other way to put it. We don't win tonight, we're not going to the playoffs, plain and simple.
Yeah, and I really think it's a question of how we play as a team. I almost feel like it's Pell City versus Pell City tonight as opposed to Pell City versus Springville in terms of what I'm looking for. We talked about it last week. I think if we execute, I think if we win the turnover war, there's a good chance. But, of course, we have to find a way to put 3 scores on the board. Need to get above that 20-point threshold. That's been Pell City's Achilles heel. Got to put drives together, got to finish drives. And, just maybe the Springville allows us that opportunity. but we need to put 20 points or more on the board tonight.
Yeah, Pell City averaging 18 points per game on offense, giving up 28 points per game on defense. That's not a ratio that you want. You don't want your defense giving up 10 more points than what your offense is putting out. Looking at the Springville Tigers, pretty even. Offense averaging 24 points per game. Their defense giving up 23 points per game. I tell you what, we were a little bit late coming on, so let me get it back to the production side over here. We got Coach's Corner on the way, brought to you by Woods Surfside Marina, and sat down and talked with Coach about the Arab loss last week. Talked about senior night tonight, the festivities that go along with it, and the importance of tonight's region matchup between Pell City and Springville to keep the playoff hopes alive. All right, we're going to throw it to a quick timeout. When we come back, Coach's Corner. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company, where financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your exclusive Bobcat dealer for East Central Alabama is Bobcat of Gadsden, and they're a full-line Bobcat dealer for construction and agriculture. They specialize in parts, service, sales, and rentals. And right now they have up to $3,000 in rebates on new purchases and great financing rates. Bobcat of Gadsden, same-day delivery on rentals, factory-trained service technicians, and they're ready to serve you. Call 256-563-4001.
This is Teresa Carden with Lake Home Loans at Classic Home Mortgage. Our team works together to carry you to your goal to purchase or refinance for better rates, shorter terms, or cash out, or all three. Good luck to the Pell City Panthers for a winning season. Play-by-play and working together, you can win. Let our team take you play-by-play to your home loan goals. Teresa Carden, Classic Home Mortgage, 205-405-0603. That's 205-405-0603.
If you're looking for a new primary care doctor, consider a Complete Health practice. As one of the largest independent primary care practices in the Birmingham area, there are several locations in St. Clair County. And as a Complete Health patient, you can expect excellent service and care centered on you. Visit them at CompleteHealth.com to find a practice nearest you. Complete Health. Patients first, always.
Welcome into Coach's Corner. Adam Stocks along with Wayne Lee, head football coach for our Pell City Panthers, as we get ready for the final home game. And finally, we're back home. Senior night. We'll talk about all that here. The Pell City Panthers at Pete Rich Stadium. Kickoff coming up right at about 7 o'clock. Hosting the Springville Tigers, a big region matchup for both squads when you're talking about playoff implications. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. Coach's Corner brought to you by Woods Surfside Marina. But, Coach, let's talk a little bit about Arab. You know, it was a game that we talked about on the air and off the air. It was a gettable game. It was two blue-collar teams that, basically take their lunch pails to the game, and it's going to be whoever hits the hardest and whoever's standing at the end. And unfortunately, it was Arab. Final score 17-6. Let's start with the defense. The defense played just about lights out, and I think that was really the shining star of the Panther squad last week.
Yeah, no doubt. Defensively, I thought we played well enough to win on that side of the ball right there. A couple of breakdowns here and there. You know, they hit that long pass for the touchdown right there that I thought we were in pretty good position. They made a play we didn't on that one, but other than that, I was really happy with the way we played on defense Friday night.
Talk about some of the guys going back and thinking about the game and looking at film. Who are some of the guys specifically that stood out?
First off is Drew Sisson. I mean, finally, Drew is back healthy now. He's played the last 3 weeks. He sucked it up and gone. And Last week he was back at 100%. He's 100% this week. It was good to have him back. I think he had 15 tackles Friday night, and he really played well. Jaden Coleman had a good ball game Friday night out of the secondary. He came up on the run really good. Brian Keller had a good game. We had talked about it last week. We've moved Carlos Herring and Hunter Otwell up to outside linebackers, and both of them, they didn't really stand out as far as number of tackles, but the plays they made to turn plays in and keep them where we wanted them on that right there. Those two really big contributors too.
Yeah, we were talking about the quarterback Johnson for Arab, and we knew going into the game it was going to evolve around him. Tough kid. I mean, I think it looked like and it felt like he had about 45 carries on the night. We were hitting him hard, and he just bounced back up. He was a good player. We kept him in check for the most part, but just a tough football player.
Yeah, he's the kind of kid that you would like to be in 3rd and long instead of 3rd and short from a defensive standpoint. And when you get in a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, he's the kid that it's going to get you, 2.5, 3.5. He's going to get just what he's got to get the first down and keep drives going. Yeah, tough kid. Like I said, I felt like we hit him pretty good. Felt like we held him in check for the most as far as total yards and stuff like that. But a couple of those first down conversions right there on 3rd downs really were big plays for them.
On the offensive side of the ball, man, we just had a hard time getting some points again for Pell City. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we two times we had somewhat of a drive going, and we converted 3rd downs to keep the ball going right there, and we get penalties. We get a lineman downfield on a screen, which is whatever it is, what it is. Then we get a holding on the screen, that bring both of those back and put you in 3rd and 16 or 17, which really, those are tough conversions right there. But those two, that stopped us right there, and then we turned it over some right there and just couldn't ever really had some signs of moving the ball, but just never really could get it on track.
Yeah, we had a great return on special teams. I think it was Carlos Herring on the return, got us down to about the 11-yard line. I thought he was going to get in, this close. But the defender for Arab was able to bring him down, and then if not the next play, the play after, man, just another turnover that really hurt.
Yeah, the two interceptions and the fumble really hurt right there because all 3 of those turnovers came inside their 30. So we had the ball down there with a chance to get points, and we didn't on any of those and that right there. And they wind up scoring 17. That could be the difference in the game.
Yeah, we talked about Herring with some good special teams play. We talked about Jake Blackstone last week on there about how he's really coming around with the punting. Those are the good things. The bad things was trying to field the ball at about the 4-yard line at our 4, and boy, it was just kind of disastrous on that.
Yeah, we just made a mental mistake right there. I mean, you're supposed to put your heels on the 10, don't go back, fair catch it, whatever. He put his heels on the 10, the ball hits the ground, and he goes back and falls on it on the 1 right there. Just a mental mistake right there. We got to be better than that, and I wouldn't think we'd do that again.
The end of the game, what'd you tell the kids at the huddle there?
I told them I thought for the most part I felt like we got the effort back we needed. We got some of the physical stuff we needed right there that, guys, if we'll just cut out the mistakes, and it's the mental mistakes. Friday night wasn't a physical deal, The week before, chasing one around the field, that was somewhat of a physical deal right there. I don't know if we could have tagged him in a phone booth, but last week, it wasn't a physical situation. It was a mental situation. We got to get over those mental mistakes right there. Those turnovers are mental. We got to protect the ball. We can't throw interceptions when we're down there in the red zone. Stuff like that right there. We get over those mental mistakes, we'll be fine.
Now, the referees are just average Joes like me and you. They work a 9-to-5 job. Some of them working some swing shift, and we keep that in mind. But at the same time, you got a lot of guys out there that are getting paid for the gig too, and getting paid to get it called right. So we don't like to hop on the zebras and ride them, but man, sometimes you just got to do it. And a couple of plays, if you were watching, those that are watching now at the house, if you were watching, I know on at least 2 occasions on what would have been 4th down, they were a yard short of getting the conversion. And, man, just some bad spots. We even did the replay and was able to show where a couple of bad spots, a personal foul call that was just kind of goofy. We don't want to get in trouble with the AHSAA, but sometimes you just got to complain.
Yeah, right at the end of the game on the onside kick, did the whistle blow? Yes, the whistle blew. It's in a tight game right there. Their guys diving on the ball. We're trying to get the ball, and they throw a personal foul on us. Come on, that's no big. That's I didn't get it, but earlier in the game on one of those situations, we call a timeout, and I'm trying to get an explanation. And really, while I'm doing out there, I mean, I know they're not going to change the call and that kind of stuff, but I'm just trying to give our guys a little more time to get set what they want to do and catch a break right there and whatever. And then the explanation I got was just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, that was the, it was one of the times they, like you said, they moved the ball ahead a yard that for no reason. And one of our guys just asked him why he did it. And my first deal to them was, did he cuss at you? No, Coach, your kids hadn't said a cuss word all night. And they told me what he said. I said, okay, he said that. So what did you throw the flag on? What was the flag for? Oh, that. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't say it quite like that. But, just think, like I said, well, you can't control that. And we've told the kids, control what you can control, let that go. But, yeah, that was, just some nitpicky stuff in there that doesn't need to be there, stuff like that. I mean, it's, it wasn't a determining factor in the game, but like you said, it didn't help a whole lot either.
All right, let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about tonight's opponent, senior night here at Pete Rich Stadium, the final home game of the season for the Pell City Panthers. Welcoming in our neighbors from up north a little bit in the county, the Springville Tigers. Former Pell City Panther assistant coach John Clements, now the head coach for the Springville Tigers. We'll talk about the big playoff implications for both teams, specifically for Pell City, when we come back. Stick around. Coach's Corner brought to you by Wood Surfside Marina here on 94.1 FM The River.
I was finally ready to buy my first home after renting for the last several years. As I started my search, I got overwhelmed by how many websites and confusing listings there are. That's when I found the experts at ERA King. To me, ERA means expertise, reliability, and activity. I depended on them to find a home in my budget, and they didn't stop working until the keys were in my hands. ERA King. To us, it means always doing the right thing for every client. What will ERA mean to you? Find out at eraking.com.
Whether you need storage for a jet ski or a full-size RV, Dooley's Boat and RV Storage is the only name you need to know. Offering the largest covered storage around Logan Martin Lake, they have 24/7 gated access and running state-of-the-art surveillance cameras. All units have power and water's available, and they also offer by-the-foot storage for jet skis and small vehicles. Dooley's Boat and RV Storage, Highway 231 South at 160 Lakeshore Drive in Cropwell.
Discover the Diversicare difference at Diversicare Pell City, where we are a respected provider of post-acute healthcare services. Whether your medical needs are short-stay rehabilitation, complex medical care, or long-term care, Diversicare Pell City has a comprehensive team that is trained to administer high-quality healthcare. If you would like to learn more about Diversicare Pell City, call 205-338-3329 or visit diversicareofpellcity.com.
Thinking about buying your first home? Then Coosa Valley Mortgage can help you unlock the door to home ownership. With first-time home buyer programs that can put you in the home of your dreams. Conventional, FHA, USDA, VA, or construction perm options. Call 205-884-2665 or visit CoosaValleyMortgage.com to see what Coosa Valley Mortgage can do for you. Coosa Valley Mortgage, we've got you covered.
Equal housing lender, NMLS 198757.
Good Game Company has been a mainstay in St. Clair County and far beyond since 1955. A strong supporter of local schools and charities, Good Game Company is a believer in giving back to its communities. With nearly 100 employees, their projects include Honda of Alabama, Benjamin Moore, WKW, Metro Bank, and the All-American Ford. Good Game Company, proud to support local athletics and academics. Looking to break free with internet that will not hold you back? Only Hargray offers the fastest internet in town with unlimited data as well as local service and tech support. Try Hargray stress-free with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want speed, reliability, and great value, call 205-350-9885. Go to hargray.com for more and switch to Hargray today.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. Adam Stocks along with Wayne Lee, head football coach for our Pell City Panthers, as we gear up for the final home game of the season. Only 4 home games this year, 6 of them on the road. And after tonight, man, we hit the road a lot and talking some big road trips. We'll talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. But senior night here at Pete Rich Stadium. And, Coach, let's talk about Springville first, and we'll get into some of the pageantry that will be tonight for the seniors on the field. The Springville Tigers, a team that's in our region. They moved up to 6A last year, so they hopefully, and it looks like, all the houses being built up there, I think they're going to be 6A from here on out. Pell City coming in with a 1-5 record, Springville with a 3-3 record, Pell City 0-3 in the region, Springville 1-2 in the region. A big game for us. We have to have these next 3 region games to try to get, slide in the playoffs as the 4 seed, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's our deal is real simple right now. We got to win these 3. I mean, when we got to get this one before we can get the next one, and get that one before we can get the next one. So this week it's Springville right now, and they're coming in. They played a heck of a ball game last week. Went down to the wire with Southside. It was a really good game. And our game was theirs was 13-6, ours was 21-14. So it, on paper, you wad that up and throw it out the window, whatever. But on paper, looks like it ought to be a really close ball game Friday night.
John Clements, the former assistant coach here at Pell City High School. He was offensive coordinator at St. Clair County, then got the head coaching gig up there for Springville High School. You guys talk any this week?
Yeah, we have. I mean, me and John are friends and everything, and my son was actually in his wedding and everything. So, yeah, we've talked, and, really and truly not a whole lot about the ball game, though. Not just, your normal coaches talk on that, where they're going to park the buses, where they're going to, be to dress, and, where they want their equipment truck and stuff like that, but nothing as far as, who's hurt, who's not hurt, anything like that.
All right, two coaching buddies. You got to, who could pour them out their team the best? Somebody won it this past week, right?
Yeah. Now, you had some of that going on both sides right there, absolutely.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Springville Tigers. Offensively, what do they bring to the table?
All right, we'll start inside and work our way out. They got a big offensive line. All 5 guys up front right there, big guys, good size up there. Then we'll go into the backfield right there. Quarterback makes them go. Big, tall kid, 6'5" kid, can throw it, can run it. They play 2 running backs. One of them seems to be more of an inside runner, one of them more of an outside runner. And they got 4 receivers they rotate in right there. They throw. We actually last Tuesday, the DB sat in there and watched film, and they actually themselves, the coach made them chart who was catching the balls, where the balls were thrown to, and everything. And it came out pretty equal amongst the 4 receivers. But we've got to know where 6 and 3 are. I mean, that's his go-to guys. That's the guys that can bust it off, bust the big plays off right there. So yeah, they've got good receivers, and they're solid offensively. So they're gonna get some screens, stuff like that. We'll throw the ball down the field. Don't take a ton of shots down the field, but they do enough to keep you honest. So yeah, they're a balanced offense, running pass, a pretty solid group on that side.
Would you rather see the quarterback staying in the pocket or rolling out?
Staying in the pocket.
All right. And again, we're not giving any game plans away because we're about 20 minutes away from kickoff at this point. All right, so the defensive side of the ball, what are they looking like?
Again, big up front. They got for a couple of years in Springville. Apparently, they bred big kids. I mean, they got their offense, defensive line, big kids. Move around pretty good there. 2 outside linebackers are probably their strength. Number 4, number 1, really good players. Secondary solid. You're gonna see 6 and 3 over there on that side too. A lot, there, and so they're solid on both sides of the ball right there. We've seen them play teams that run the ball up and down the field. We've seen them play teams that throw the ball up and down the field, and they've been pretty solid. There's not a whole lot of weaknesses to attack. We, feel like we hopefully we found a couple things that'll work for us and stuff like that. But solid on that. And while we're here at kicking game, number 6 is our kicker, and he's got a good leg. He kicks off, kicks extra points and punts. He can flip the field on you. Kicks it deep every time, and extra points are pretty much automatic with him.
I've talked about Chapter 1 in the second half of the season where we had the trifecta of road games, which ended against Arab last week. We're back here at Pete Rich Stadium tonight and then back on the road for the final 3, Fort Payne, Scottsboro, and May Jemison, which all 3 of them are some pretty good road trips for the Panther fans out there. But it's senior night here tonight, so talk about seniors and what's going to happen tonight, the recognition for those guys.
Yeah, we'll recognize all the winter sports. We'll recognize our seniors, football, cross country, volleyball, the band, and ROTC. We'll recognize all those. That'll start around 6:30. get them walk out there, with their parents, have them, they've been here. Most of them have been here for 4 years. And, it's a good way to tell them thank you and everything. So, yeah, we'll have that before the game right there. A little extra motivation for them, being at the last home game that they'll play and everything. So it should be a lot of fun right there. They're excited. They've been talking about it this week. So, it ought to be a lot of fun. And then, really and truly on these, actually homecoming, senior nights, any kind of other nights you have, at about 7:01, all that's gone. Yeah. It turns into a football game. But, yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with it before the game, let those guys get recognized and let their parents get recognized and everything, and then we'll kick it off and go.
We were talking off the air before we turned the camera on, and John and I were talking during the morning show on 94.1 FM. And St. Clair County, they have Friday off. I think it might be e-learning day or something. And we were discussing about a head coach and the coaching staff. Would you rather have a normal day where the kids are in school on Friday, or would you rather have a day where they can sleep in and kind of get out of the routine? I know what you're going to answer, but I'm trying to explain it to the people out there watching.
Yeah, no, I think 90-something% of the coaches would say they want a normal day. I mean, these kids are creatures of habit, and you want to keep it as close to the same as you can every day. And, especially on Fridays, you get a little more nervous because it's game day, and you don't need them doing any kind of knucklehead stuff and all that. And if they're not at school, there's always that chance. So, yeah, we would rather have them in school in a normal day.
16 and 17-year-old boys, knucklehead stuff? Come on, man.
I can't imagine that.
All right, let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we have kickoff here at Pete Rich Stadium. Senior night, we'll have the festivities for you when we come back as well. Pell City hosting the Springville Tigers. Coach's Corner brought to you by Wood Surfside Marina. Coach, we'll talk to you at the end of the half and at the end of the game.
All right, thank you much. Go Panthers.
All right, go Panthers. Stick around. It's 94.1 FM, The River.
I'm Laurie Brazier, a realtor with Fields Gossett Realty right here in Pell City. I grew up on Logan Martin Lake and have many special memories of skiing, boating, and cookouts with family and friends. My husband and I bought our first lake home back in 1999, and that began an adventure of making new memories with our own children here in the beautiful Pell City area. I'd like to help you find a way to make memories in your new home. That's my specialty, listening to your needs and helping you buy or sell your own home.
How about Tristan Gressett, student here at Pell City High School, with the guitar national anthem, of course, a la, as I look at Lance.
Jimi Hendrix.
There you go. That was solid, man. If you've never seen or heard Tristan Gressett play, really, really talented, man. He's got a lot of soul, and that was a great job there by Tristan. It is about 8 minutes away from kickoff here at Pete Rich Stadium. Adam Stocks along with Lance Bowman, Scott Elliott roving the sidelines. We gave him a wireless camera to use tonight and everything, so we're looking forward to bringing you some wireless action on that camera. But let's go down for the first time tonight as we check in with our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Scott Elliott.
Good evening, gentlemen. Great night for football. The bad thing is the field, from all the rain that we had at the start of the week, is very, very damp. It's going to be slippery. Look for some fumbles. Look for some slipping and sliding, some mud, all that good stuff included with your game ticket tonight. So let's look forward to a interesting game tonight.
We'll check in with Scott as we go through the night. Of course, Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, and we're going to have the coin flip, which is brought to you by our friend Bart Perry, State Farm agent Bart Perry. So we'll take a listen to the coin flip senior night here at Pete Ridge Stadium, as we'll take a look at our starting offense and defense. Let's hold off on that because we're going to have the coin flip. We see the starters coming in from the left side of the field there. The captains tonight, of course, on senior night. All the seniors on the roster for Pell City High School. Pell City and Springville. It's amazing that these two teams never met until last year, and it was a doozy, man. Remember, it was a nasty, rainy night. Scott Elliott on the sidelines, man, he was just absolutely drenched. Players were, coaches were, and turned out to be a good game. The Pell City Panthers victorious on that one, and now they're both in Class 6A, both in the same region, and Pell City, Lance, they have to have this win to keep their playoff hopes alive. They have to win the next three starting tonight to make the playoffs.
I think Pell City has a strong chance to finish out the season on a winning streak. It has to start tonight. This one obviously is the one in front of them. It's the most important, but if they're to get a second half of the season turnaround, it's got to start tonight. They wasted a great opportunity last week up in Arab, where that was a game they really had a chance to win. I think tonight they're in the same position. They're matched evenly with this team. They have a chance to win. They've got to overcome the obstacles and the mistakes that led them to defeat last week. So hopefully they get back on the winning side of things back home for the last time tonight on senior night.
Captain's going to be making their way to the middle of the field. You see him right there on the near side. The last home game of the season, only 4 home games for our Panthers this year because of COVID and some forfeits and stuff like that last year. 4 home. This is the last of the 4, and then we've got 6 away, obviously, and the final 3 of those are going to be after tonight. And, boy, are they road trips. We're talking at Fort Payne, at Scottsboro, and at May Jemison. That May Jemison game may be in a collegiate stadium up there, Alabama A&M or State. I always forget which one is which. Big old stadium. All right, so let's take a listen in. We're going to check out the coin flip, which is brought to you by State Farm agent Bart Perry. And with Pell City at home, it's going to be Springville calling heads or tails. Let's take a listen in.
Tonight's methods for Pell City, the seniors.
All right, guys, shake hands.
Ryan Nolan.
All right, gentlemen, Mr. Holt, Mr. Johnson, tonight's officials for the game. Your captain's for a reason. That reason is to take charge of your teammates. Make sure they don't get your team in trouble. You know who your hotheads are. You know who your troublemakers are. Take care of them so we don't have to, okay? Let's have fun out here and play the game of football. Pell City, you're the home team. We're going to call you black. You're the visiting team. We're going to call you white. You get to call the toss. I have a silver dollar. That is tails. That is heads. That is heads. That is tails. What do you want?
Heads.
Heads?
Heads.
He wants heads. If I drop it, we're going to do it again. The call is heads. It is heads. You have won the toss. You want to receive.
So Springville, they call heads. It is heads, and they will get the ball. The Pell City Panthers, the seniors, the 3 at the middle of the field, and then the remaining ones on the near sidelines. They will make their way back behind the banner. The big old banner, I think it's about 20 feet tall, the cheerleaders made tonight. The last one for the class of 2022. Hey, Scott, you need to zoom out on that thing just as a heads up. Super tight. Thank you. See what we got here with Panthers running out on the field. Bringing in the wireless camera tonight for the first time. Seeing if we can get some cool shots with that one. So you see the wide angle there. There's Scott's shot right there. Look at that on the field. We got running water and everything up here. Yeehaw. Waiting for him to come out. We'll check the starting lineups coming up in just a second. I think we're going to see some wrinkles on offense tonight for the Panthers. I think we may see some linebacker numbers. Maybe as wings, maybe as tight ends. Maybe running the ball tonight a little bit for the Pell City Panthers. Maybe a little more wildcat for Pell City as well. See the Panthers running onto the field. You see on the top side the Springville Tigers. Both of them, of course, here in St. Clair County.
Got to salute the Springville fans, Adam. They brought a great crowd to Pell City tonight across the way.
Yeah, they did. It's just about a full house over there. See it right there. Good job, Madison. Madison on camera number 2. Last home game of the year for the Panthers. What you got down there, Scott Elliott? Nothing, apparently.
I don't know why he was going to me. My mic was off.
It went on. I'm telling you, man. I heard it.
Just a figment of your imagination.
You got it in your pocket or something. Do it right after this one, Tiffany. So the Pell City Panthers going to be kicking from right to left. Jake Blackstone going to be putting the ball at the 40-yard line to our right.
Adam, Pell City in their black unis with the white helmets, of course, which is standard home and away. Pell City logo, PC logo on the side. Everything trimmed in gold on that black tonight. And our visiting Springville Tigers with the yellow headgear, the purple face mask, white jerseys, purple numbers on the chest and back, purple and gold on the sleeve, white pants. We're ready for 6A Region 7 matchup, Pell City versus Springville.
Blackstone. Oh, a little squib kick, seeing if they can catch him sleeping. It does take a bounce. Up man gets it at the 35, up to the 40. Let's take a look at tonight's probable starters for the Pell City Panthers on offense. At quarterback, Baylor Smith. In the backfield, Deontay Smith. The receivers, Colin Smith, Caleb Gross, and Ashton Harville. Tight end, Hunter Otwell. On the line, Michael Snow, Riley 71 degrees here. You got Byron Moon, Dedrick Scott, and Caden Aldridge. We got mics on the same frequency as what we got. And we are going to have a problem with that tonight. We got the sideline mic for Springville there. That's what that was. Yeah, we need to work that one out. So the Tigers going from left to right, just getting underway here. At quarterback is Fry. There's the handoff. Stood up 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. That's a 1 yard loss back to the 39.
Yeah, great play by A.J. Wells. He fills up the hole, hits the ball carrier almost immediately. And that's going to be a 1 yard loss for the Tigers.
I want to say hello to everybody watching on the app tonight. You can download the River app, iPhone or Android, and watch the football game. Or you can go directly to our YouTube channel or Facebook page. And if you're listening on 94.1 FM The River, we appreciate it. All kinds of different ways to watch and listen. There's an option. As he tries to make a cut, the quarterback, Fry, for Springville, falls down. That's going to be another loss of about a half a yard. Here comes 3rd and long for Springville on their opening possession on offense.
Great job again by that Panther D-line. A.J. Wells again coming in after Matthew Swain cut things off at the point of attack for the Tigers. Bringing up a 3rd and long. Now, Arab had some success last week, Adam, on 3rd down. Let's see if Pell City can get the Tigers off the field here on their first possession of the night.
Yeah, big 3rd down for the Panthers. Out of the shotgun, here comes a blitz. He's clobbered, looking near side, and it's going to be incomplete. Some good coverage in the secondary. Boy, I don't know if you saw Fry, but it was a meet me at the quarterback at the 30-yard line. Woof! Man, we got a replay by any chance on that hit?
Looks like he's walking off the field feeling that too with a dirty jersey, Adam.
Yeah, let's watch this real quick. Watch this replay. Good gracious. Boom, just as he's hit. It was a meet me at the quarterback by a couple of defenders. Return man. Looks like Kentrell Borden back there at our 28-yard line. Kentrell, I think there's some magic in those shoes tonight. He's trying to get out of the doghouse from some special teams bad play. Punter has a little hard time with the snap, picks it up, and Kentrell watches it roll, gets a good Springville roll inside the 20, inside the 15, and will be down at the 12-yard line. Let me go to the probable starters now on defense. I know I'm opposite, but I didn't have time first time around. 3-4-D. Let me do it when the defense comes back out. That makes more sense. Just remind me there, Lance. Wanted to do it before I forgot. Looking good today, by the way.
I appreciate it.
No problem. You losing weight?
Probably not.
It didn't look like it. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. First time on offense. Look at this. We got a little wildcat with number 2, Kentrell Borden, trying to find some running room to the far side. And he's going to get across the 15 to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, it's a gain of 6, just putting an athletic guy back there in that wildcat position. And something Pell City has not had a lot of success in this year is good yardage on first down. We'll take 6 on that one.
Yeah, 2nd down for the Panthers, just getting underway. 3 and out for Springville on offense. Now Borden is going to follow some big uglies. Going to be enough for a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down up to the 25-yard line. Look at some of the personnel that's in there you don't normally see in there, including, it looks like Drew Sisson, number 11, the linebacker. Seeing 25, Hunter Otwell. By the way, Hunter Otwell wearing 25 tonight.
Yeah, I think right now a lot of what you're seeing is due to injuries. Pell City having to adapt on the fly this season and just looking for new ways to move the chains and hopefully put the ball into the end zone. Good-looking start here on this opening drive.
Again, the Wildcat. Patiently waiting right side, diving up to the 30 is Kentrell Borden. So far, so good with the Wildcat. A 5-yard gain right there on the opening drive. We're scoreless, 9:15 left to go first quarter.
I think the ball is in the right guy's hands. I know he had a little bit of difficulty on special teams last night, but Kentrell Borden is a return man in all phases of Pell City's game. He plays corner. He's shown us he can run the ball. He's been wide receiver. Now we've got him playing Wildcat.
Otwell and Sisson, the blockers, now trying to cut to the outside, across the 30 to the 31. That one good for a 1-yard gain. Here comes 3rd down and 4. There are some passing options in this Wildcat option for number 2, Kentrell Borden. Out on the field now, here comes Baylor Smith. He'll go at quarterback. Now Borden out of that Wildcat will go to the slot position down low at wide receiver. 3 down low, 1 up top on 3rd and 4 for the Panthers from our own 31-yard line. Getting the audible from the sideline. You see all the players looking to the near sideline. Play clock at 9. Play clock now at 5. Out of the shotgun, there's the toss. Making a move is Day across the 35. That's enough for a first down to the 37-yard line. A Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Nice little call there by the Pell City OC. Getting our 2nd first down of the drive. Nice to have Deontay Reese back in the lineup after receiving a concussion a couple of weeks ago.
Panthers move the chain again on their opening drive. There's a little play action to give to Smitty. Some loose field there. It's going to be before he's driven out of bounds. See where they mark him out. Right. Yeah, he's going to have enough. That's an 11-yard gain. That's another Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down for Smitty.
Like everything we're seeing, we're distributing the ball around to all our playmakers. This is a great start for Pell City's offense as they have another first down, approach midfield.
Same play. There's a toss to Day. Day running hard inside the 40, lowers his head down to the 37-yard line. Back-to-back Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first downs.
Yeah, I think Springville is a little confused right now in terms of knowing what's coming at them. Pell City's shown them a lot of different plays here, spreading the ball around the field. Great opening drive.
Very high-paced offense as well coming out here on their opening drive. 7.5 left to go first quarter. We're scoreless. Smith looking to throw. He just loses a handle on the ball. Now scrambling. Throws the ball, and it's just going to be an incomplete pass right there.
Well, I don't say that's just an incomplete pass because he could have taken a sack. He could have made a mistake and thrown the ball out of bounds, possibly when he was still inside the pocket. And throwing the ball downfield, we don't lose any yardage. Good job.
It was a beautiful day, Scott.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass from the 37-yard line of Springville. 7:18 on the clock here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. See the play come in from the near sideline. All the players got it. Smith at quarterback. 5 left to go on the play clock. There's a snap at 3. A 3-man rush has got plenty of time. Rolling to his right. There's a throw. It's complete to Gross. First down. 25, 20, 15. Makes a move. Here comes flags all over the place. Down to the 10-yard line. But let's see. Whatever it was extremely obvious to every referee out there.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a block in the back. And it just seems like Pell City all season long, when they get an opportunity to have success, they do something silly, and it happens again right there.
Yeah, I didn't think we had any toes left from last week as many times we shot ourselves in the foot, but that one right there will definitely make us a club foot. Yeah, that was we saw the replay, obviously a block in the back there. Just one of the receivers for Pell City trying to make a play, and unfortunately, it's going to negate a big gain.
Yeah, and what happens, too, is, we might have got a few additional yards out of it, but we had a successful play that we're just going to have called back.
So it's going to be a spot foul. So it's going to actually result in about a 5-yard gain. So 2nd down and 5. The ball at the 33-yard line of Springville. 7:04 left to go here in this first quarter. We're scoreless. As the clock goes back in motion, as the white hat blows the whistle. Gross up top by himself. The quarterback keeper. Oh, big hole for Smith. Inside the 25. First down to the 23-yard line. Another Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Great job by Baylor there, and Pell City continuing to have a great opening quarter drive and a time-consuming first quarter drive, which is something our defense has not enjoyed very often this season. Great start.
There's a screen pass out of the backfield, and a good job by Deontay Reese just to bring it down. Couldn't tell if it was going to be backwards or not, but it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards there.
Yeah, Baylor throws it a little high, which is not the hardest thing to do to Day-Day, and Day-Day not the tallest Panther on the field. He does do a nice job bringing in that one-handed catch, but wet turf, he's going to slip almost immediately, and we'll have a 2nd and 12.
Scott, I got to find another frequency on the wireless here. I'll have to do that during the break. Smith looking for Smitty near side, passes up and knocked down at the last minute. Good coverage there by the DB for Springville.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was great coverage, Adam, because Smitty does a great job of putting himself in position to get the catch. Colin also does an outstanding job going up, and he doesn't try to ever catch the ball with his body. He goes up with his hands to get it. That time the corner, number 3 for Springville, will slap that ball away, or Colin Smith probably brings it down for a touchdown.
Looking out of the backfield, he gets it to the sophomore Bedford. Still on his feet. Look at him running hard, number 10. Inside the 15, close to the first down marker, is the sophomore Bedford.
Yeah, Bedford did a lot of that on his own, as we'll watch on the replay. Adam dodges an initial player right off the bat, breaks another tackle there, stays on his feet, and he's going to have that ball down to the 11. That will be a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Inside the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone, as the ball is spotted at about the 11-yard line. The keeper by Smith Inside the 5, he brings a couple of Springville Tigers down to the 2-yard line, close to a 10-yard run.
Scott Elliott may be able to let us know if he was able to pick up enough for the first down.
He says a tad bit short. Here we go. Smith under center. The give to Bedford, trying to find some room. Right side. No call yet. Nope. Second down. That's third down and short, actually.
Yeah, okay, you're correct, Adam. Third down and short.
Bedford in the backfield. Smith at quarterback, under center on third and about a half a yard. Smith just trying to get the first down and very close to the end zone. He gets just inside the 1 you see there on our wireless camera shot that Scott's running, and that should be enough for a first down, goal to go.
Yeah, it looked like we had to get the ball just inside the 2 for the first down. We're blocked by the Panther offensive line. It would appear to me that he's got a first down easily. Now the refs say it is a first down, so we get a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down, Adam, and I don't know how many that makes, maybe at least 5 on this opening drive that has consumed over 7 minutes, make it almost 8 minutes off the clock.
There's a keeper by Smith. Does he get in? Still waiting a sign, and no. Boy, I thought he got in there. No, second down, goal to go. 3:50 left to go first quarter. As second down, goal to go. Scoreless between Pell City and Springville.
I believe that's 4 or 5 consecutive plays up the middle, and Springville not giving up much at all.
Again under center. Smith reaches the ball across near
the
referee. Finally says touchdown Panthers. And with 3:33 left to go here in this first quarter, the Panthers draw first blood on a 1-foot run by the quarterback, Baylor Smith, up 6-0, awaiting the PAT.
Adam, when's the last time Pell City had an 8-minute and 27-second opening drive to start a game?
Solid, man. Very solid right there by the Pell City Panthers. Richard about to attempt the PAT. Plenty of leg as always. It is up and it is good. 3:33 left to go first quarter. It's Pell City 7, Springville nothing. You're listening to Panther football and watching it on 94.1 The River.
Main Street Drugs in Pell City wants to serve you by providing fast and friendly service, convenient drive-thru, and home delivery. All major insurance plans are accepted, including workman's comp claims, free COVID vaccines, and wellness checks for PHIP insurance plans, including spouses by appointment. And the gift shop has everything you need to show your team pride: football spirit wear, game day jewelry, stadium bags, hats, home decor, and more. Like them on Facebook. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, your hometown drugstore.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, the Pell City Panthers kicking off after a 1-yard touchdown run by Baylor Smith. Look at the leg the sophomore Blackstone gets into that one, all the way down to the 2. And look at the tackle by Smitty. Wow, coming out of nowhere like a calf rope at about the 13-yard line, Colin Smith.
Adam, you're just going to see a great individual effort on special teams play here. First, Blackstone's kick is impressive. His leg's getting stronger every week out. Now watch Colin Smith fly down the middle of the field, sling him down. Hope that young man's okay. He has not gotten up yet. Could have twisted that lower leg up.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. Whew, man, 14 came out of nowhere, made the tackle.
Yeah, he's going one direction at one speed and then meets Colin Smith, who's going to immediately wrap him up and twist him in a different direction, and they're looking at that right leg. He's going to come to his feet.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. Number 2 for Springville Tigers, Matt Wolf. He's a junior wide receiver DB. Got a little limp, but he is walking off the field on his own power, so that is a great sign. Adam, I had Pell City having an 8-minute, 30-second drive. I forgot that Springville did receive the opening kickoff. It was a 3-and-out. But Pell City's drive, very impressive, just not as long as I gave them credit for, but a great opening drive for the Panthers. Second series here for Springville.
Out of the shotgun, give to the back. Makes a cut at the line of scrimmage up to the 20-yard line. That's a good 4-yard run by the Springville Tigers. Pell City on top 7-0. 3:15 left to go here in the first quarter. Been a fast quarter. Lots of ground game for both teams. A 3-and-out for Springville on their opening drive. And a nice methodical drive. What'd you say, 7-8 minutes for the Panthers there, that touchdown drive?
Drew Sisson on the tackle for the Panthers there as we go under 3 minutes in the first quarter.
2:50 left to go first quarter out of the pistol formation. A little bit of a low snap. Fry gets it. There's the handoff. A couple of yards. Going to be 3rd down and 2, maybe close to 3 here. Here comes somebody that can clog the middle here. Tyler McFadden, you see number 92 coming into your screen there.
Matthew Swain getting the tackle on the last play for Pell City.
Third down and 3 for the Springville Tigers. A big region matchup. Pell City has to have a win tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. Have to win the next 3 to have a shot at the playoffs. Springville is 1-2 in the region. Fry looking for the pass. It's complete. Going to be a first down across the 30, 35. And drug down in the secondary by Drew Sisson.
Yeah, 14, Colin Smith over there. A little bit of a gamble. Went for the pick 6, and ball got past him. Going to be a nice first down gain for Springville.
Yeah, the chains move. First down and 10 for the Tigers. 7-0 score. Pell City on top. 1:40 left to go here in the first quarter. There's the read, and Carlos Herring read that one perfect. Quarterback decides to keep it. Wrong decision, 2-yard loss, and Herring with a TFL, the tackle for the loss.
Carlos Herring, one of our most active DBs back there in that Panther secondary. Makes big plays in the special teams department as well. Seen him take a couple of kicks back to the house this year. A couple more nice returns that were nullified due to penalty, but he'll get interceptions, fumble recoveries, just a ball hawk all the way around the football, always around the football. 2nd and 12 for the Tigers.
Quick first quarter. 1:10 left to go as the clock rolls here. Panthers up 7-0. Fry the give. Going to get across to 40, and the forward momentum stops at the 43-yard line. Here comes a 3rd down and long for the Tigers, and there's a late flag. The Springville fans like it, and I don't think this is going to be good for the Panther fans. I think some extracurricular activity there may result in quite a bit of yardage. See what the White Hat calls here. White Hat says personal foul against Pell City. Yes.
Yeah, McFadden, we'll see here. He just keeps the push going a little too long. Right there at the end of the play, goes ahead and tosses the ball carrier down. And
can't do that.
Just got to stop at the whistle.
So after the 15-yard penalty, there's another 5. Goodness, 20 yards courtesy of the Pell City Panthers.
And if you followed us this season, this is a unfortunate recurring nightmare for Pell City fans and the Pell City coaching staff. Just undisciplined play at times, helping our opponents out. Hurting ourselves and helping our opponents.
On 1st down and 5, the Panthers do a good job of clogging it up right there. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd down and 5 now for Springville.
Yeah, that Matthew Swain and A.J. Wells and those guys, McFadden, when he's been there, done a nice job. Swain in particular, he's been on a few tackles already here in the first quarter.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, it's Pell City 7 and Springville nothing. You're listening and watching Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Sweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram says it's tailgate time. Show off and show off in a new Ram 1500 4-door starting from $34,999 while supplies last. During Ram Power Days, the Pell City Truck Pros feature the largest heavy-duty truck inventory in the Southeast. Buy a new Ram 1500 4-door starting from $34,999 at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I-20 exit 158 under the biggest American flag in Central Alabama.
The Territorium Haunted House and Amusements dares you to come visit. Come brave the twisted corridors of the Territorium. But beware if you do. If you're too scared, come ride the Big Eli Ferris wheel or the Haunted Castle Dark Ride. Look us up on Facebook. The Territorium Haunted House and Amusements in downtown Oxford. Scare if you dare.
We are back at Pete Rich Stadium senior night, and so far so good for the seniors and the entire crew. For the Pell City Panthers, it's a 7-0 lead over the Springville Tigers. Springville, though, nice little drive going on right now. We're going from right to left now. Little play action by Fry. Looking deep, got a receiver open. 2 of them got behind the DBs, but he overthrew all 4 of the players on the field.
Yeah, great fake on the play action. Turns around, puts it upfield. Maybe had a step on us, but the ball was well overthrown. Pell City got him in a 3rd and 5, so after helping them significantly here, get the ball into our territory with penalties, Pell City got a chance to stop this drive again.
Got a flag, defensive holding against Pell City.
Well, as soon as I say it, I take all that back. We'll give them another 1st down.
Man, that's 3 penalties just on this drive. That's 25 yards of penalties just on this drive alone. So they march another 5, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down for the Springville Tigers. So the chains move, the line of scrimmage at the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Fry. Here comes the receiver in motion. It's a quarterback keeper. Ooh, lots of running room. Hard running by the Springville quarterback down to the 15. That's going to be a 12-yard gain, and that's a 1st down in the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone goes the Springville Tigers.
Yeah, Jaden Coleman may save a touchdown there as the quarterback for Springville, number 12, Fry, just doing a nice job on his feet, getting as much as he could out of that play, and then he broke open into the 2nd level and took Coleman making a touchdown-saving tackle.
So the chains move in the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone. Quarterback Fry is going to be brought down. There's another tackle for a loss. Carlos Herring, another big game for number 5 as we are 11-10 left to go in the first half. Panthers up 7-0.
Looks like Pell City dialed up a safety blitz, and you had number 5, as you'll see here. He's just going to come right off the edge, and then the bobble by Fry. There's no chance to get away from number 5, Carlos Herring at that point. Herring makes big plays every week. Gets the TFL there. Tackle for loss by Carlos Herring.
That's a 2-yard loss there. So 2nd and 12, the ball back at the Panther 18-yard line. See the slot receiver in motion going up top now. Telegraphing near side where he wants to go. DB is up and nearly intercepted by Gross. It goes through his hands, and it's going to be a long, incomplete 3rd down and long for Springville.
Perfect job we're going to see here if we look at a replay. I didn't know if she had one or not, Adam, but anyway, Caleb Gross had perfect coverage, goes up high, just does everything but make the interception. It's a great job, going through the changes of life here at 48. Great job by for Herring to go up high and get that, knock it away.
Here comes a third down for the Panther D right here. 7-0. Panthers on top. 10:33 left to go in this first half. Out of the shotgun, looking to throw is Fry. Up, and it is going to be incomplete. That's a good job. Is that Otwell out there playing on that running back?
Yeah, Otwell rolls out with the receiver out of the backfield. And, again, Pell City in perfect position to defend the pass. And he goes up high and almost gets himself an interception as well.
So fourth down, let's see what John Clements calls here. Former assistant football coach at Pell City back roughly 5-8 years ago.
Looks like the field goal kick, the place kicking unit is on the field.
35-yard field goal attempt. The field is not in good shape. Very slippery. We've seen several players slipping and sliding. There's the kick. It's up. It's not going to have enough leg. So the Panther defense keeps the goose egg on the scoreboard.
That was really good to see because it was going to be so disappointing, Adam, if they scored on that drive because we assisted them with at least 4 penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Too much help from the Panther defense, but they do a nice job to recover. Made some big plays defending the pass there by Caleb Gross and Hunter Otwell. Kick comes up short. Pell City offense back on the field after an outstanding opening drive.
Let's see what the Panther offense comes out with here. The traditional offense, it's Smith at quarterback. Day-Day split to the right after coming back from concussion protocol past couple of weeks. Now Smith puts him on to the left side. Now he says, go out at receiver. Empty backfield. Now in motion, here comes Day-Day. There's the fake speed sweep. The quarterback by Smith, or keeper by Smith, to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Didn't seem like there was great communication from the start of that play, and it certainly didn't finish well.
I don't know if you could hear. We're right next to the coaches in the box next. As Day-Day was trying to figure out where to go, one of the coaches yelling out, no! So you're right. I don't think that's the play or where somebody was supposed to be. Second down and 10 for the Panthers with a 7-0 lead here with 9:45 left to go in this first half. Hey, we're going to be talking with Dr. Jimmy Martin, superintendent of the Pell City school system, coming up at the half. See what's going on with Doc Martin. Here comes some pressure. Smith rolls, and he's going to complete the pass up to the 24-yard line. Sliding to catch it is Colin Smith, his second catch of the night. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Scott Elliott.
You were talking about Day-Day earlier. The coaches gave him a little encouragement, told him to quit running east to west and run north to south. I know we've had an issue with that a couple of times in previous games, but he's going to be running north to south from what I understand.
All right, let's see if he can run north about 6 yards right here if he gets the ball. 3rd down and 6. There's a little misdirection all over the place. Got a receiver open. It's Bedford. Oh, man, if he didn't have to do a 360 to haul that thing in, he could have been gone. That's going to be enough for a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Nice play, though, getting the pass to Bedford. Bedford moving those chains. Pell City putting another drive together here in the second quarter.
See if we can get another one up here. 8:46. Here comes Gross again. There's the fake to Gross. There's the give to Day-Day. And he's going to get across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Adam, one of the things that happens when you go down with injuries in the running game is you let a kid get more experience, talking about the sophomore number 10, Marquise Bedford, and now you feel more confident giving him the ball when you need to rest Reese. So you just start to feel a little more confident with number 10, and you see him doing some things on the field tonight.
Again, the fake to Gross. It's the keeper by Smith. Lowers his head. First down and more. Crap, here's another flag on the near sideline. And looking at Coach Wayne Lee on the near side. He doesn't like it. I think it's going to be a hold against Pell City, which will negate about a 12-yard run or so.
And it's terrible, too, because it's so far away from where Baylor made his cut. It just, I mean, you hate those, period, but when they are not directly involved with the success that your ball carrier has, then you just want to pull your hair out.
8:10 left to go here in this first half. Panthers up 7-0. A must win. If Pell City wants to go to the playoffs, they have to win tonight. They have to win next week at Fort Payne, and then they have to win at Scottsboro to give them a shot at making the playoffs. And then we wind up the season way up in Huntsville at Mae Jemison. So the penalty on the spot foul now makes it 2nd down and 14. The ball back at the Panther 30. Smith got a little time, dumps it off. It's complete to number 2, Kentrell Borden, across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. I'll also want to remind you that the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold, the entire performance with the big shiny thing and everything. We'll have that in its entirety coming up. Want to thank Good Game Company. They're always bringing our band performance to y'all. All right, let's see what we got in store here on 3rd down and 6 for Pell City with a 7-0 lead. 7:20 left to go first half. Getting the call in from the sidelines. Play clock at 8. Smith's going to have to hurry up now. Play clock at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they get it off just in time. Got a little time. Smith decides he's going to keep it and run, and he lowers his head. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down marker, though. 4th and short. What do you do, Lance? You're at your own 42.5?
Yeah, I really like the idea of Pell City going for it, and I think they are. We just have had such dominant control of this game, and, yeah, you risk giving Springville a short field, but, man, if you could keep the ball here and continue this drive, how great would that be to have Pell City go up 2 scores in the first half?
Yeah, you see some linebackers. You see Hunter Otwell. You see Dunnaville. You see Sisson coming in there in the jumbo package. Out of the shotgun in the Wildcat, it's number 2, Kentrell Borden getting to the corner. It's a foot race across midfield. Look at the burners go. The deuce is going to be gone. No flags on the field. And with 6:13 left to go in the first half, a 47-yard touchdown run by Kentrell Borden.
Adam, I don't know if you saw that blocking alignment with you had 2 of those linebacker running backs that came right in behind your guard and tackle, and you see it just forces everyone up inside. Look at all that blocking they're worried about. He's just going to bounce it out. He's got one man to beat. He beats him right there, and he's gone.
Richard about to attempt the PAT. That was I think that was about a 54-yarder, something like that. Yeah, we'll get the correct number on that when we get back. Richard's PAT up and good. 6:13 left to go here in the first half. It's Pell City 14 and Springville nothing. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Hi, I'm Adam Stocks, owner of 94.1 FM The River. Thanks for watching high school football here on our social media platforms, whether you're watching Pell City or Springville. Also want to thank our advertisers who support us and allow us to bring this product to you absolutely free of charge. You pay nothing to watch this broadcast thanks to our advertisers. So if you need their services, please give them a call. If you know them or you're around town, stop by, let them know that you appreciate them supporting our communities and our teams, and we ask that you do the same. If you have a business that you would like to get in front of nearly 20,000 eyeballs every Friday night, yeah, between Pell City and Springville, nearly 20,000 views for these 2 football broadcasts, you can shoot us an email, adamstocks@theriver941.com. That's adamstocks@theriver941.com. Go Panthers, go Tigers.
Now,
we are back here at Pete Ridge Stadium. Pell City Panthers on top 14-0 against the Springville Tigers. 6:13 left to go here first half. Return man for the Tigers at the 10. Running far side. Got a pretty good amount of room over there across the 30 and stood up at the 32-yard line.
Adam, before we went to break, we don't really get a chance on PATs, but you're getting very comfortable with Saylor just hitting these extra points in. She's just about been automatic this season. I think she missed one in the early going, and she's put a nice little streak here together on I think it was the Talladega game that she missed the one extra point, and I think that's the only one she's missed all season. Nice job, number 4.
On 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. There's a wide receiver screen, picks up a block at the 30. Good coverage there by Barry for the Panthers. Let's take a look at some of our first half stats so far, brought to you by Allen Service Company. 2 of 6 in the air for Springville for 12 yards, 9 rushes, 29 yards. So 48 total yards of offense with 5:30 left to go in the first half for Springville.
I guarantee you we've given them more penalty yards than that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Got a whistle here, and we're going to have a false start against the Springville Tigers. So 2nd and 3. Now we'll turn to 2nd down and 8. Hey, Alan or David, can we take a look at some Pell City stats real quick? Let's see what we got for Pell City. Our stats, again, brought to you by Allen Service Company. Through the air, Pell City 8 of 10 for 66 yards, 15 rushes, 109 yards. So a total of 175 offensive yards for the Pell City Panthers, 175 for Pell City. And again, Springville with 48. Pell City with a 14-0 lead. Clock continues to roll. 5:15 left to go first half. Fry just airing it out deep. Receiver gets behind the DB. Oh, man, there should be no flag. I thought we might have a little flag. A lot of looking back, maybe a little taunting. Regardless, it's a 6-point long touchdown throw and catch for the Tigers. And just like that, we got a one-possession ball game again.
Yeah, it looked like we got, from what I saw, we just got a little lost in coverage back there. I'm not sure he found the ball. And when he did, it was looking at the back of the jersey of the guy that had caught it out in front of him. So that's going to be a long touchdown for the Springville Tigers.
We'll take a look at the replay here in just a second, right after the PAT. That was a 61-yard touchdown throw right there. Boy, he's got an arm, man. He just laid it out there, and the receiver got up underneath it and took it home the rest of the way. PAT is up, and it is good. So just like that, the lead cut in half. 5:01 left to go here in the first half. It is Pell City 14, Springville 7. Panther football here on 94.1 FM, The River.
Your exclusive Bobcat dealer for East Central Alabama is Bobcat of Gadsden, and they're a full-line Bobcat dealer for construction and agriculture. They specialize in parts, service, sales, and rentals. And right now they have up to $3,000 in rebates on new purchases and great financing rates. Bobcat of Gadsden, same-day delivery on rentals, factory-trained service technicians, and they're ready to serve you. Call 256-563-4001.
We are back here at Pete Rich Stadium. The Springville Tigers on a long touchdown pass there. Cut the lead in half. It's now Pell City 14 and Springville 7. John Clements, his first year at Springville High School. Former assistant football coach here at Pell City. He's married to Meg Williamson Clements. Meg graduated from Pell City High School. She was the class president. Meg's parents, Cynthia Williamson, worked in the central office, retired from the school system. Meg's dad, Gaston, served on the council with me way back when, so lots of ties for John Clements and his family back here to Pell City. Here comes Kentrell Borden. Upended at the 20-yard line, and with 4:55 left to go first half, let's see what Pell City comes out with on offense here.
Well, we give up the long touchdown as we've seen a couple of explosive plays here in the latter half of the second quarter or mid-second quarter, one by Pell City and Kentrell Borden on the 57-yard run, and then the 61-yard pass from the Springville quarterback Fry. So now Pell City, with that quick scoring, does have time to put together another drive, and they've had two great drives already here in the first half.
1st and 10 for Pell City from the 20-yard line. We're going from left to right. It's Reese in the backfield. There's a throw. It's complete. Looks like Herring with the catch there on the far side. A lot of movement, but only about a couple of yards of a gain there.
And we got another block in the back over there, too.
We'll follow the white hat here, see what he says.
It is indeed going to be leveled against Pell City. They'll back us up some. So we'll have first down over, I believe. But we're going to be backed up 10.
4:45 shows on the clock, first half. Springville and Pell City here, big region matchup. Springville coming in 1-2 in the region. Pell City 0-3. Pell City has to win this game and the next two to be in the playoff picture. Springville with a win here, put them in pretty good shape. They still have Arab and Oxford on the schedule. There's Reese cutting it to the outside, across the 10 and out of bounds. So he goes out at the 13-yard line, close to the 14-yard line. It's about a 4-yard, maybe 5-yard gain by Deontay Reese.
Sometimes you have to go wide. That may have been a time where I don't think the coaches will be disappointed at all with Day. I think he took what the defense was giving him, and he had to bust that outside to get the yardage that he was able to gain.
Second down and long, 2nd and 15 after that block in the back penalty by Pell City, trying to eat some of that yardage back up. And we got a stoppage on play.
We got a penalty. That's going to be a false start against Pell City. It's going to negate that 5 that we just lost.
Yeah, I see over here. I see Coach Del Hufford, the offensive line coach. He is not a happy camper. Headphones are off on Coach Huff.
I think we're approaching double-digit penalties already.
Yeah. Got to be careful here. I mean, it's we've got the ball at our own 10-yard line. There's still 4 minutes left to go in this first half. There's the give to the sophomore Bedford, trying to find some running room left side. Not a whole lot to the 12-yard line. Here's 3rd and long.
Adam, I got the binoculars. You didn't even see it. He put the ball on the ground. He was able to recover, though. The beanbag came out and everything. Pell City flirting with danger down there inside the 15.
Yeah, it's first 2 possessions, really, especially that opening drive, methodical, most all of it on the ground. Going up 7-0, then Pell City holding, then coming up 14-0. And then, again, got to be careful. 3:30 left to go here in this first half. It is a 3rd down and 17 for the Panthers. Sure not to force a turnover or anything here. Smith looking to throw across the middle of the field. He's got Gross open. Gross cannot pull it down. Boy, it looked like for a second he was going to have it. Good play by the secondary of Springville. Clock stops at 3:19, and we got to punt this thing away.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Baylor Smith's ball was there, and Caleb Gross went up strong. I thought he had it, Adam. Let's take a look on the replay here. It's going to go over the middle. They're definitely going for the first down, going for all of it. Caleb Gross jumps up, and just a nice job defender got there at the same time.
Yeah, I think he got that right hand in there, jarring it loose. So the sophomore Blackstone about 2 yards deep into his own end zone to the left. Return man stands right at the 50-yard line. Good snap. Here they come. Blackstone does a great job. Look at that punt. Nice spiral. Return man puts it on the ground, but a Springville player hops on it at the Panther 49, but still less than half the field and 3:09 left to go for John Clements and the Springville Tigers.
Yeah, and how about 19, Jake Blackstone? He's a Panther that continues to improve well. His legs getting stronger, his football IQ improves. Just a young guy learning the kicking game every week and just doing a better job each time out for the Panthers.
Panther defense now back out on the field on a 1st and 10 for the Springville Tigers from the Pell City 49. 3:09 left to go. Pell City 14, Springville 7. Out of the shotgun, Fry, the quarterback for the Tigers. There's a quick wide receiver screen, far side. There's Colin Smith. Good shoestring tackle from behind by Smith. Stays inbounds. Clock continues to roll after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, nice job out there on defense by Colin. Holding him to a minimal gain. Holding the wide receiver, I should say, Johnny Wolf, senior wide receiver for the Springville Tigers.
Clock continues to roll. 2:36 left to go here in this first half. Panthers 14, Springville 7. The quarterback keeper by Fry. He's going to pull some Panther defenders about, depending on where the spot is, it's going to be close to the first down marker. We got a player slow to get up. I can't get the number of that Panther.
Yeah, 55 Tyrone Bush is going to hobble off the field. Could be a cramping issue the way he's doing his best to tough it out and get off the field. I tell you, I think Adam for Springville, Ashton Fry has loosened up a little bit. He seems to be getting more comfortable with this game. The senior quarterback for Springville had a nice throw deep over the top last time, moving the chains with his arm and his legs.
There is Fry with the keeper. Got some running room and more inside the 30. Lowers his head at the 25 and brings the Panther down to the 22-yard line. The clock stops momentarily. 1:33 left to go first half. Pell City 14, Springville 7.
Yeah, I hate when I'm on cue like that, Adam, but you can just see him getting more confident. He's kind of controlling this game right now. Pell City's going to be really lucky if we can keep them off the scoreboard again here.
Fry again the keeper, this time going outside. And he's going to stay in bounds. The clock will stay ticking at 1:10 now, left to go in the first half.
What we really need, Adam, is somebody to make a big play, kind of slow him down on these design quarterback runs where he's just taking off with the football. I think right now he feels like that he can do that at will against our defense as we go under a minute.
Again, the keeper by Fry. He likes that right side. They like that matchup, and they win that matchup all the way down to the 5-yard line inside the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone. And the clock stops with 47 seconds left to go in the first half. Coach John Clements and the Springville Tigers take a timeout. We're going to keep it here. 14-7, Pell City on top of Springville. Hey, hello to everybody out there, either watching on Facebook or YouTube. We've got our social media platforms open here on this Friday night. If you want to give a shout-out on the right side of Facebook, I'm monitoring the Facebook comments there. We give you a shout-out. See Joe Paul Abbott. He's probably riding a bike in his man cave right now on his TV there. Austin Jackson. Austin, what are you doing on the Pell City broadcast? You need to go to the Springville broadcast over there. We're glad to have you here, though. Shoot us a message on the right-hand side. Let us know where you're listening from.
Scott Elliott, I know you're pulling double duty down there, running that camera and doing the sideline reporting for us. I don't know what question you have posed for Coach, but I can tell you one I'm sure curious for, and that's how he plans on stopping 12, the quarterback.
Well, actually, what I was going to ask is something to do with penalties.
Yeah.
Penalties.
Yeah. Here's a first down, goal to go. Again, just about the same play. Fry, he gets down to the 2-yard line. I mean, it's no secret. It's a Fry keeper going behind the right guard and right tackle, man. They like that matchup over there. Big, wide bodies. Again, Fry. Oh, bad snap. He has to pick it up. He's going to be brought down by Carlos Herring back at the 8-yard line.
Springville's going to call another timeout, and that was just the break we needed because we had not been able to stop him, but thankfully the fumble was.
24 seconds left to go first half. Pell City 14, Springville 7. Quick timeout. It's Panther football on 94.1 The River.
Looking to break free with internet that will not hold you back? Only Hargray offers the fastest internet in town with unlimited data as well as local service and tech support. Try Hargray stress-free with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want speed, reliability, and great value, call 205-350-9885. Go to hargray.com for more and switch to Hargray today.
At Pell City High School, senior night for the Pell City Panthers. On top 14-7, but the Springville Tigers knocking on the door with 24 seconds left to go here in this first half.
Yeah, and Pell City caught a huge break because Fry has dominated running behind that Springville offensive line this drive, but he put the ball on the ground. He looked up, caused him to fumble with the ball a second, and now we've got a whistle.
Yeah, I think we got a timeout by the Panthers. Yeah, they see what Springville comes out with, and so Pell City says, all right, we see what kind of personnel you throw out there. We'll take a timeout, and we'll discuss it here on the sidelines. So The clock doesn't move at all, obviously. 24 seconds left to go here in this first half. It's Pell City 14 and Springville 7. Give a shout out to Jennifer, PCHS alum, watching up in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Hey, Betty. Aubrey and Kathy, they're watching. Pork Chop, my buddy Pork Chop Prater. He's in Springville, but he's listening and watching some Pell City Panther football.
Now, where is Lawrenceburg, Kentucky? I lived up there for a while, just south of Lexington, and I'm trying to place Lawrenceburg. Kentucky's one of those states where it's kind of odd-shaped and spread out. You got Central Kentucky, East Kentucky over by West Virginia, and then you get out there in Western Kentucky, and you're over by Illinois.
All right, here we go. It's a third down, goal to go from the Panther 8-yard line. Out of the shotgun formation, 24 seconds left to go. Same thing. Fry, right side. He's going to get inside the 5, spins down to the 2-yard line. The clock at 15. I believe Springville. Do they have any timeouts left? Fourth down, I think they're going to call a timeout. Yeah, they have one left, and they're going to call a timeout right now with 2 seconds left. So they're going to make sure that this is the final play of this half. We're going to keep it here. 2.2 second shows here in this first half. It's Pell City 14, Springville 7. Big region matchup. Pell City 0-4 coming in, or is it 0-4? 0-2, yeah, coming into the region. I'm thinking, hold on, let me see this thing. Yeah, let me do this. Let's watch this. I think I got them all messed up. There we go. Look at that nice graphic. 0-3, somewhere in there. You see Springville right above us, 1-2. Arab, Southside, Fort Payne, Oxford, all kind of in the driver's seat right now. We still have Scottsboro, Fort Payne, and Springville. Of course, Springville tonight.
I'll throw this in there. Having seen Arab and Oxford in person, would not be surprised at all if Oxford was able to pull off the upset. Arab and Oxford tonight, is that correct?
Yeah, last I saw, Arab was on top of Oxford in the first half.
Wow, that's impressive. Oxford's a good team. Arab's a good team as well, but I think Oxford has a chance there.
Here's a fourth down right here. Fourth and goal to go. They're going to go for it. Will they go to the right, or does Coach Clemens call something crazy and a little dump pass or something? Having some clock problems over there. They're trying to reset it to 2.2. They got it to 3.5 minutes. They got it at 30 seconds. Got it all over the place right now. May just have to wind it down.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. This is going to be almost an untimed play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Clock operator having all types of difficulty.
Yeah.
He's going to stop it at 3. I think that's good enough.
White Hat should just keep the time on the field.
Yeah, we've got time for one play, period.
2.2, 3. They got officially 3. Regardless, fourth down, goal to go. Pell City 14, Springville 7. The same play goes right behind the right guard and right tackle. And with zeros left to go here in the first half, it is a 14-13 game awaiting the PAT. Mo swung to the far side.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. The way I was going to put it at him is this halftime is going to feel like a win for Springville and a loss for Pell City because the score may be tied up, but Springville won that second quarter after Pell City jumped out 14-0.
And don't forget, Scott's going to have a quick word with Coach Wayne Lee as they make their way into the locker room. PAT is up, and it is good. Let's go down to Scott Elliott with Coach Wayne Lee.
Pell City 14, Springville 14.
You see Coach is not happy at all with his players. Go ahead, Scott.
Coach, with the exception of a few plays, your defense hasn't played too bad. Now, the penalties on offense and defense have kind of killed us.
And there's no excuse in that right there. They ran the same play 4 times in a row. And we got to be able to stop that right there. We know what's coming. They know what's coming. We got to be able to stop that. But Yeah, we got to be able. We're moving the ball on offense. That's good right there. Just got to get the defense. We get them backed up right there. We give up a 75-yard touchdown pass over the top on 3rd and 10. Can't do those things. We'll get them fixed. We get the ball coming out. So see if we can't make some adjustments and get it going.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach Wayne Lee and Scott Elliott, of course, our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter. All right, let's take a timeout. When we come back, we will talk with the superintendent of the Pell City School System, Dr. Jimmy Martin. At the half, it is Pell City 14, Springville 14. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
I'm Lori Brazier, a realtor with Fields Gossett Realty right here in Pell City. I grew up on Logan Martin Lake and have many special memories of skiing, boating, and cookouts with family and friends. My husband and I bought our first lake home back in 1999, and that began an adventure of making new memories with our own children here in the beautiful Pell City area. I'd like to help you find a way to make memories in your new home. That's my specialty, listening to your needs and helping you buy or sell your own home.
If you're looking for a new primary care doctor, consider a complete health practice. As one of the largest independent primary care practices in the Birmingham area, there are several locations in St. Clair County. And as a complete health patient, you can expect excellent service and care centered on you. Visit them at CompleteHealth.com to find a practice nearest you. Complete Health. Patients first, always.
Sweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram says it's tailgate time. Show off and show off in a new Ram 1500 4-door starting from $34,999 while supplies last. During Ram Power Days, the Pell City Truck Pros feature the largest heavy-duty truck inventory in the Southeast. Buy a new Ram 1500 4-door starting from $34,999 at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I-20 exit 158 under the biggest American flag in Central Alabama.
We are back here at Pete Ridge Stadium. The Pell City Panthers and the Springville Tigers knotted at 14, a big region matchup, and it's turned out to be the matchup we thought it would be. I thought it'd be a very tight and a hard-hitting ball game, and it's been that so far. We got the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold coming your way here right after the Springville Band, and we talked to the superintendent of the Pell City School System, Dr. Jimmy Martin. Doc, how are you today?
Good. Glad to be with you.
We're glad to have you here. What kind of good stuff we got going on in the system? We got a lot of construction right over your right shoulder.
They're still working on Durand Junior High. A lot of things going in. Have the footings in. You talked about the Band of Gold. They've been to contests the last 2 weeks and have done very well. Very proud of that group. Outstanding. Fall sports is right in the middle of it right now, football season. We're getting to the point, too, where like cross-country, volleyball. Volleyball is getting close to the point of area play, so a lot of things going on. We're winding down the first 9 weeks of school.
I know it's hard to believe. I mean, we're in the second half, almost the second third of high school football here. Talk about the construction over there at Durand North. How's it going over there?
Oh, it's going real well. They have the footings, doing the footings right now. They're working actually on the storm shelter side of the new addition because the bottom floor is going to be a storm shelter for that facility. A lot of metal going in that thing right now, so it's going real well. Having a little bit with the weather, we every time we build something around here, like when we built the track last year, it rained almost the whole time. Yep. You won't rain in Pell City, just build a building.
All right, we got a big vote coming up here in the Pell City District. Talk about it a little bit.
This is our opportunity to do some great things for the Pell City School System. It's on November 16th. What we're asking for is 5 additional meals. It's going to basically support a complete capital plan within the school district, some additions, some renovations in our high school. Also, at the same time, we're going to do some gym floors at Eden Elementary School, at Kennedy, and also at Williams Intermediate. And we're going to put in storm shelters at Coosa Valley and over at Eden. And then we're going to add elementary and music and elementary art into full-time into all of our elementary schools. Right now we split those, and we're also wanting to add drama down into our junior high and our intermediate school. And also at the same time, we're going to build a new band room, and we're actually going to take the current band room and expand our vocational agriculture program. It's a growing program. It's actually our largest pathway is our FFA program at Pell City High School, and it's an award-winning program. We had a young lady last year that was a state officer, and we're really wanting to take our school system, and we have a good school system in a great community, but we want to make it the best in the state of Alabama.
Talking with Dr. Jimmy Martin, the superintendent of the Pell City School System. When is the vote?
Vote is on November 16th. And we were talking earlier about 5 meals. 5 meals, I can tell you what it basically equates to is basically $4.17 a month on a $100,000 house, and that's assessed value, not appraised value. $100,000 house, $4.17 a month, basically $50 a year.
Is there somewhere, a website, a Facebook page, people can go see the schematics, see the drawings, everything that you just talked about that these 5 meals will bring into the system?
Okay, we're actually launching a website within the next couple of weeks, and we're going to have them on some campaign signs around. So you'll be able to see that as we roll it out. So it should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. We're also doing some things with social media and things of that sort. We're also going to talk to you too and see if you can help us with some ads there. So we're going to try to do as much as we can to get the word out in the market so that everybody really knows what's going on. We want everybody to know where their tax money is going. And one thing we're going to do is if we get this thing approved, we're going to keep a thing on our actual system web page that shows what we're doing with that money, because the public deserves to know what's happening with their money.
Dr. Jimmy Martin, superintendent of the Pell City School System. I'd love to talk some more, but we got to make sure the Marching Band of Gold gets on. As a former band director and a band guy yourself, it's important that we get that big shiny thing, of course, the flyover at the end, which is really, really cool. So stick around at the half. It is Pell City 14, Springville 14. Dr. Martin, appreciate you coming on with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Adam.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to throw it back. Quick timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at our first half stats, and we'll also take a listen and watch the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
I was finally ready to buy my first home after renting for the last several years. As I started my search, I got overwhelmed by how many websites and confusing listings there are. That's when I found the experts at ERA King. To me, ERA means expertise, reliability, and activity. I depended on them to find a home in my budget, and they didn't stop working until the keys were in my hands. ERA King. To us, it means always doing the right thing for every client. What will ERA mean to you? Find out at eraking.com.
Main Street Drugs in Pell City wants to serve you by providing fast and friendly service, convenient drive-thru, and home delivery. All major insurance plans are accepted, including workman's comp claims, free COVID vaccines, and wellness checks for PHIP insurance plans, including spouses by appointment. And the gift shop has everything you need to show your team pride: football spirit wear, game day jewelry, stadium bags, hats, home decor, and more. Like them on Facebook. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, your hometown drugstore.
Since 1989, Metro Bank has continued to build on the philosophy of friendly, caring bankers that work to meet the needs of everyone in the community. Whether it's personal or business checking, investment accounts, consumer and commercial lending, home mortgages, equity lines of credit, and more, Metro Bank would love the opportunity to serve you. Come home to us. Metro Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
The Territorium Haunted House and Amusements dares you to come visit. Come brave the twisted corridors of the Territorium. But beware if you do. If you're too scared, come ride the Big Eli Ferris wheel or the Haunted Castle Dark Ride. Look us up on Facebook. The Territorium Haunted House and Amusements in downtown Oxford. Scare if you dare.
We are back here at Pete Ridge Stadium. The Pell City Panthers and the Springville Tigers. It is 14-14. You see the Springville Tiger marching band on there. And they do a fantastic job. Matter of fact, Dr. Martin, the superintendent, and I, Dr. Martin, former band director, and loves some band stuff. Did you play in the Auburn band? Yeah, he played at the band at Auburn University. And so he was saying the Springville band is very, very good, one of the best that we've seen here at Pete Ridge Stadium. And they're doing a great job. Great job by the Springville Tigers. Let's take a look at our Allen Service Company halftime stats. We start with the Pell City Panthers. Pretty good so far, especially, we've had some stagnant numbers for some games. In the first half, the Panthers through the air 8 of 11 for 66 yards, 17 rushes, 117 yards. So a total of 183 offensive yards. Some individual numbers. Let's take a look at Smith. Baylor Smith, 8 of 11, so he has thrown and completed all those passes, 8 of 11, 66 yards. The receivers, we've got Reese, 2 catches for 15 yards. Colin Smith, 2 catches for 16 yards. Kentrell Borden, a catch for 8 yards. And let's see, we got, who's that? Bedford, couple of catches for 22 yards. Gross with a catch for 5 yards. On the ground, the leading rusher, Kentrell Borden, 5 rushes, 75 yards, including a 57-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. You got next leading rusher is going to be Baylor Smith, your quarterback, 7 rushes for 29 yards, including a 1-yard touchdown run. We got Bedford, 3 rushes for 5 yards. Let's see who else we got in there. Dante Reese, 2 rushes for 8 yards. So again, 66 yards through the air, 117 on the ground for a grand total of 183 total offensive yards. You see the Pell City High School band that is making their way on the field. Got to get all the Springville stuff off of there first. They're marching that to the far sideline. See all the xylophones coming in down at the bottom of the screen. At the half, it's 14-14. We're going to keep it here. I want to make sure we get all the Pell City High School marching band performance in here, led by Mr. Corey Funderburg. Appreciate everybody who's either listening on 94.1 FM, The River. We're carrying the audio portion of our broadcast on the River Radio. You can also watch on our app. Download our app in the Google Store, in the Apple Store. It's free. And you're 2 clicks away from watching either Pell City or Springville. Yeah, both our broadcast crews are here tonight doing our respective thing. Homering out upstairs for Pell City, homering out downstairs for the Springville Tigers. And so far, it's been a great game. 14-14 the score. Getting the xylophone. See on the very bottom of the screen, you see the xylophones coming in. Get all that set up, and we'll be ready for the high school marching band to gold. The flyover, see them stretching out that flyover right there, that big gold thing. It's pretty cool. Especially when you're in person, you don't realize how big that thing is that's going over the marching band to gold. So we're going to take a listen in to the marching band to gold coming up. I think they got everything set up in there. I saw that. Like a guilty child, Tiffany looked over at me. All right, let's take a listen in here. I think we're about ready to go. Here we go. Let's take a listen in. The Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold. What a great job by the Pell City High School marching band to gold. We're trying to avoid a delay of game penalty. I think both bands ran a little late, So both teams out on the field. We actually have zeros on the clock, so we didn't get the hoorah for Panthers. Everybody bolted to the east end zone there to get off. Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff here for the second half. Stick around. At the half, it's Pell City 14, Springville 14. Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Good Game Company has been a mainstay in St. Clair County and far beyond since 1955. A strong supporter of local schools and charities, Good Game Company is a believer in giving back to its communities. With nearly 100 employees, their projects include Honda of Alabama, Benjamin Moore, WKW, Metro Bank, and the All-American Ford. Good Game Company, proud to support local athletics and academics. Whether you need storage for a jet ski or a full-size RV, Dooley's Boat and RV Storage is the only name you need to know. Offering the largest covered storage around Logan Martin Lake, they have 24/7 gated access and running state-of-the-art surveillance cameras. All units have power and water's available, and they also offer by-the-foot storage for jet skis and small vehicles. Dooley's Boat and RV Storage, Highway 231 South at 160 Lakeshore Drive in Cropwell.
When fire and water threaten your home, hand the cleanup over to the team that stays with you every step of the way in your journey back. ServPro, like it never even happened.
Thinking about buying your first home? Then Coosa Valley Mortgage can help you unlock the door to home ownership. With first-time home buyer programs that can put you in the home of your dreams. Conventional, FHA, USDA, VA, or construction perm options. Call 205-884-2665 or visit CoosaValleyMortgage.com to see what Coosa Valley Mortgage can do for you. Coosa Valley Mortgage, we've got you covered.
Equal housing lender, NMLS 198757.
Discover the Diversicare difference at Diversicare Pell City, where we are a respected provider of post-acute healthcare services. Whether your medical needs are short-stay rehabilitation, complex medical care, or long-term care, Diversicare Pell City has a comprehensive team that is trained to administer high-quality healthcare. If you would like to learn more about Diversicare Pell City, call 205-338-3329 or visit diversicareofpellcity.com.
We are back here at Pete Rich Stadium getting ready for the second half of the Pell City Panthers and the Springville Tigers. Coming into the game, talking all week on the air, I was saying I think this is a very evenly matched game, and so far so good, exactly like I thought it would be, 14-14 at the half. Kind of a tale of two quarters. The first quarter, pretty much all Pell City goes up 14-0, and then bang, bang, 14 unanswered points by the Springville Tigers, and that leads us to where we are right now there, Lance Bowman.
And I think that's an accurate assessment, and Pell City better find a way on defense to slow down number 12. Direct snap to the quarterback has taken over this game for the Tigers of Springville.
There is the return. Middle of the field is Kentrell Borden trying to stretch something out near side. Gets rid of defender at the 20, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. At about the 25, 26-yard line is where they say he goes out.
Kentrell Borden with a big play in the second quarter. Kentrell on a 4th and short busted it outside for a 57-yard touchdown run. That was the last score for Pell City. We got out 14-0, and Springville stormed back to tie it up in the last 6 minutes of the half.
Here comes the quarterback, Baylor Smith, out of the shotgun, looking to throw. Nope. Well, yeah, he does dump it off after all. He gets rid of it to Kentrell Borden, and Borden about an 8, maybe 9-yard gain there.
Yeah, this is going to be really close to a first down. They're actually going to move the chains. That's a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down, and that's a good job by Baylor Smith stepping up in the pocket. It's one of my favorite things that he's learned to do is keep his eyes downfield, and got the completion to Kentrell Borden.
So the chains move up to the 35-yard line. There is the give to the back, and he is going to be met by the big defensive lineman for the Springville Tigers. Not a whole lot there for Deontay Reese.
No, Deontay did do a good job of taking it north and south, but the hole closed up quick. Going to be just a couple on the run for Deontay.
Second down, and we'll call it 8. Just getting underway. Opening drive here for Panthers in the second half. There is the give to Deontay. Tiptoeing, and here comes a flag out of the backfield by the white hat. That usually does not bode well for the offense. And it will be a hold against the Pell City Panthers.
We have been absolutely getting killed with our blocking out on the edge, and that's wide receiver blocking. And these guys are not helping us right now.
Yeah, that would have been close to a first down. Deontay did a good job tight-roping the near sideline, trying to get some extra yards, but on the spot foul, it's going to bring up second down and 12. They march it back to our own 33-yard line. 14-14 the score, as we're just starting the third quarter here.
Yeah, it did nullify a great run by Deontay down that sideline. Day Reese.
Here comes in motion Gross. Fake to Gross. Here comes all kinds of pressure, and Smith is nailed by the blitzing linebacker. Falls incomplete, but Smith hops right back up.
I wonder at what point the Pell City coaching staff will be, as we're going to take a look at the hit Baylor takes here. He's going to drop back. They're trying to set up the screen, and boom, bus hit him.
Yeah, make that head whip back there. You saw it to the side.
Baylor's a tough kid, though. Jumps back up, 3rd and 12.
Senior night here at Pell City High School, and he's one of the seniors playing his last game here, more than likely at Pete Rich Stadium. Out of the shotgun. There's a throw across the middle of the field. It's complete. First down to Deontay Reese. Across midfield, down to the 49 of Springville. That's a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down. It's a big conversion there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nice job by Baylor finding Reese open across the middle. It's going to move the chains. And Baylor Smith now 10 of 14 for 76 yards here in the first half.
There's the toss. Oh, what a great move in the backfield. I can't tell if it's 6 or 10, but it was nifty, whoever it was.
Yeah, Reese doing a nice job on this drive, picking up the – now, the scary thing in here is I think we have a defensive lineman in the end. I think he's expecting this. He's looking for that pitch. He almost jumped on it. Day does the cut. Adam gives us the sound effects.
Reese comes out for a breather. In comes Bedford, and there's a flag on the far side, right in front of the Springville coaching staff and visiting sideline. Let's see what the white hat, he gets to.
And I already see Baylor's upset about something.
Man.
And the amount of penalties that coincide with Pell City's success on offense is so frustrating. It is just over and over and over again.
Yeah, false start. You see the white hat there. 9:49 left to go, third quarter. Pell City opening drive here in the second half. And that's going to back them up 5. Second down and 8 for the Panthers. The ball is at the 47-yard line of Springville. Down low is Gross by himself. 3 receivers up top. Smith up on the top side of the screen there. Smith with, what does he have? 2 catches for 16 yards. Colin Smith. Let's see if we can get him involved in the game plan here. Baylor Smith airing it out near side up, and that should be pass interference, and it is. So that'll be a first down after those 15 are marched off there.
What do we call that route right there, Adam? It's just a wheel route. It's just a running back coming out of the backfield. Watch him. He's right beside Baylor. He's just going to get right out there and then cut it upfield.
Here comes a nice tackle.
What you want is that matchup. You want a running back with a linebacker that you feel like you can exploit. Linebackers don't specialize in coverage, and you just saw why. Can't find the ball. Tackles our guy before he pulls in the catch. Nice play design. Going to be a first down the easy way.
Out of the shotgun, there is the give to Bedford. Look at the sophomore go, running hard down to the 26-yard line. That one good for about 6 yards.
Bedford has 22 yards receiving.
Out of the shotgun again. There again, the give to Bedford. Big hole up the middle. Another Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down. Man, I think even Wackerman Callahan could have run for 10 on that one. And looks like they wanted to do the same exact thing. We got a flag down. Good job here this drive, especially the last couple of runs. The road graders for the Panther offense. And here comes some defensive numbers again. You see number 25 coming out. That's usually 22. Hunter Otwell. He's wearing 25 tonight. You see number 51, Riley Searles in there. You see number 11, Drew Sisson. So here comes the Wildcat, Kentrell Borden at quarterback. Does he run behind that right side? Yes, he does, but not a whole lot of blocking going on. Two defenders just slide right by those big bodies, and that one's going to be no gain.
Yeah, last time Kentrell tried that, it was on 4th down, and that defense was pushed in tight. He was able to break it outside. They had it sealed immediately. There were two guys waiting on him. It was a jailhouse break for that Springville defensive line.
Right here, if Coach Wayne Lee has a Tim Tebow-type jump pass, something, watch a little wing, watch a tight end, I think it would fool everybody. There it is, yes. The receiver's open. It's Drew Sisson inside the 5. It's going to be enough for a first down, goal to go. He actually had two tight ends running out there.
Yeah, well covered in the end zone, though, so I'm glad he didn't go there. That was Otwell setting up in the end zone. He goes short, and that's going to be another Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down. It's 1st and goal for the Panthers. Another great opening drive to this half.
All right, let's see what happens here. Again, the Wildcat. Can he bounce it outside? No, he cannot. Second down, goal to go. They lose about a half a yard. 14-14 the score. 7:45 left to go, third quarter. Pell City and Springville.
That time those blockers were pulling.
Scott, what you got down there, man?
Just going to give you a heads up. The dew has fallen. In addition to the slippery field that we already had, it's even slipperier.
7:25, the clock continues to roll. Out comes Kentrell Borden. And is it, looks like we have Bedford in the Wildcat. Oh, goes right over Bedford's head. Can he get there in time? Come on, Tim. Man. Boy, oh boy, again, and you just mentioned it, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 plays ago. The penalties on offense, in this case, the miscue on offense. First down, goal to go, and all of a sudden, now after that, we get no points, and here comes Springville with the ball just about the middle of the field.
And I'm telling you, somehow Bedford dodged a coach going straight to him.
Yeah.
They might not be so kind when they see that on film.
No.
It was not his fault. The snap was not his fault. I'm not sure he gave us everything getting to that football.
You got to get your butt back to that ball.
Yeah, you got to fly, man.
Yeah.
You got to give it all you got.
Those two other guys on with the white and the yellow jerseys and the purple, they were flying faster than number 6. Yeah, that's not going to look good on film. Excuse me, number 10.
And that was just disastrous. We just went from inside the 5 to suddenly Springville has it 1st and 10 at 41. And, boy, it's just been Pell City football this year.
14-14 is the score. Out of the shotgun, the last 19 plays they've had, they've run Fry behind the right tackle and right guard and make that one more as he tries to bounce it to the outside. And the Panthers do a good job, that left side of the defense, stretching it out. And that's going to be minimal gain, if any. Yeah, they're going to lose about a half a yard there. 6:45 as the clock continues to roll, third quarter. Pell City with a first down, goal to go. Unfortunately, on a high snap, we turned the ball over on a fumble. 14-14 with Springville now with their first possession of offense on this second half. Panthers nearly jump. Big Tyler McFadden does a good job getting that 92 jersey and helmet back across. Wing in motion now to the near side. And the handoff, the Panthers just eat it up. Good job. One of the first guys there, Hunter Otwell.
Yeah, Hunter Otwell gets his hands on him, and he'll get some help from Carlos Herring. But, again, it's just about the push. There's a stalemate. He's looking for somewhere to go. Otwell gets his paws on him. Herring comes to finish him off. Nice job.
14-14 the score. Pell City and Springville. 5:50 left to go, third quarter. Third down and 13 for the Tigers from their own 38-yard line. Fry, the quarterback for the Tigers. Play clock at 8. They're getting a new play in. I don't know if they're going to have time to get this in. They're going to get a delay or 3, 2, 1. No, they get it off in time, just in time. Fry under all kinds of pressure. Gets the ball off, but overthrows the intended receiver, and the defense one more time bails out the offense of Pell City, and here comes the punting unit.
It's a big stand by the Pell City defense. We needed that right there after the key mistake on offense on the high snap.
So punting from right to left, the Springville Tigers. Back at the 30-yard line, Kentrell Borden. See if Borden can get a return, man. Just waiting for that electricness from number 2 on a return. See if maybe we can get one here. End over end kick. Borden watches it hit at the 30. Oh, man, good Springville bounce. The 20, the 15, and will be downed at the 11-yard line. I saw Kentrell during the pregame, several hours before anybody hit the field. David Birmingham and I went into the indoor facility there, and the kids were just kind of chilling out a little bit. And number 2, Kentrell Borden, he didn't have the greatest game on special teams last week with that punt return gaff. And when I saw him, he was laying down on one of the benches. I said, 2. I said, look, man, put your heels on the 10 and don't go back. He said, I was just trying to make a play, Mr. Stocks. I said, I know. I said, make a bunch of them tonight.
He certainly has made one already on that 57-yard touchdown scamper on 4th down.
Baylor Smith, the handoff, nothing going down the middle there. No gain, 2nd down and 10. 4:55 as the clock rolls, third quarter. It's 14-14, Pell City and Springville.
Pell City not shut down by any means tonight in the running game, but then again, if you take away Borden's 57-yard run, we're probably averaging about 2 yards a carry. So sometimes those statistics can be deceiving.
Out of the shotgun again. Gross by himself, down low at receiver. Here comes the blitz from the near side. High pass goes over the intended receiver of Kentrell Borden on that wide receiver screen. And now it's a 3rd down and 9 for Pell City, deep in her own territory.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that tonight, both times we've really struggled on our drives because we've had 3 successful drives. Of course, one ended in a high snap that we didn't get any points out of. But the 2 times we've struggled to move the football, we've been deep inside our own territory, and we're right there again.
Trips up top, same formation. One receiver, it's Gross down low. Smith on a 3-man rush, has some time. Rolling to the near side. There's the throw. It's complete for a 1st down. Good job by the offensive line, getting them some time, and a good job by the receivers realizing they needed to come back to their quarterback, and Kentrell Borden, number 2, making a play.
Yeah, one more good job here, too. Baylor staying poised. Baylor recognizes he's got time. The offensive line did its job, keeps his eyes downfield. Finally, Borden breaks open. Nice job all the way around.
As we get back to live play here. Up the middle, across the 35. About a 4-yard gain, maybe 5 up to the 36-yard line. 3:55 as the clock rolls, third quarter. It's Pell City 14, Springville 14. Oh, nice little fake there, and the keeper by Smith. Boy, he is stuck. Let's see if we got a replay on that one. See if we can get it tight on camera 2. I think 2 players hard hit on Baylor Smith.
It's going to be just short of the 1st down. Baylor trying to get everything he could get, and he was met by some hot sauce up under the chin strap.
3rd down and 1. Smith with the keeper. That's enough for a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down as the chains will move.
Baylor Smith doing a solid job running as well as passing. He's got 9 carries for 35 yards, almost 4 yards per carry. Baylor an efficient 12 of 17 through the air for 117 yards. So a strong game by the senior quarterback so far tonight.
Baylor's done a good job of taking care of the ball tonight, too.
So far.
On occasions, he's had a hard time looking over some of the defenders out there. So far, so good. This time he's looking for Gross near side. Oh, man. Gross can't bring it down, and you see Brian Keller there on the sideline saying, man, you got to catch that one.
Yeah, that's Gross dropped a touchdown. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot to be excited about with Caleb Gross. These are plays he's not making this season that are going to be touchdowns in the future.
Look at Keller.
Yeah, Keller even riding him a little bit. But, hey, trust me, number 12, young guy, sophomore, he's going to be making big plays in the future.
Yep. 2nd down and 10. The ball remains at our 42. Play clock down to 5. Out of the shotgun. Baylor the handoff to the sophomore Bedford. Look at the running room near side, and look at the flag coming out of the secondary across your screen.
Yeah, and it's going to add insult to injury for Caleb Gross because he's the guilty party, and he just holds it too long. He's doing a perfect job on this stalk block, Adam. Just watch him. He's going to seal it. But then when the ball passes you, watch right here. Block, 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 hold. Right there.
Yeah.
Held him at the last second.
Yeah.
It was a tough call, but if that arm extends on the blocker, they're going to call it.
So the spot foul right there will march it back to the Pell City 39-yard line. 2:36 left to go here, 3rd quarter. It's Pell City 14 and Springville 14. Want to say hello to everybody listening, audio only on 94.1 FM. Of course, hello to everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube and 94.1 The River app. On 2nd down and 13. There's, again, the fake, and Baylor tries to make a cut at the 41, and we just got our Serve Pro of St. Clair County game time conditions report just maybe 10 minutes ago from Scott Elliott on the sidelines, and he said the dew is dropping, and it's making the field even more slipperier.
Yeah, and look where they are, too. That's the dirtiest, wettest-looking part of the field as well, where he just tried to make that cut.
3rd down and 11, so you would think passing scenario here. Where's 14? 14 and 2 at the top of the screen. Yep, that's 5. My apologies. That's Herring, who's now in motion down low. Baylor, here comes some pressure. Looking, directing traffic. Dumps it off. And that is going to be incomplete, and we're going to have a personal foul. That's going to be a late hit out of bounds on the quarterback, Smith, so that's going to bail us out of that. Would have been 4th down and 11, I do believe. Let's see if we got it. Tiffany's looking. Yeah, we got it. Let's see.
Yeah, Baylor's just buying all the time he can. It's a jailhouse break on the rush. So play called and the huddle's breaking down. He's just looking for anybody to get open. And it's a nice job of him keeping the play alive to draw that penalty. Scott Elliott signals 1st down.
That is a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down. We got a player down for Springville, Matt Wolf, who's a key player for the Springville Tigers. And you can tell, you get a shot on Wolf, you can see his jersey just, I mean, he might have the muddiest jersey of everybody out there.
Matt Wolf, number 2. Johnny Wolf, number 6. I probably confused that a couple of times tonight.
1:21 left to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Adam, if you'll remember, it was Matt Wolf on the kickoff return that got lassoed by Smith. Smitty.
What you got, Scott?
Have you forgot about Teen Wolf?
You had all game? That's the best you came up with?
Hey, that's a dad joke.
Well, good news is Matt Wolf goes to his feet, and you can see him walking across the field there. So the players will get back on the field after the penalty there. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 44-yard line of the Springville Tigers. 1:21 left to go, 14-14 our score.
Scott Elliott giving us sideline camera work, sideline reporting, and sideline jokes.
Well, 2 out of 3 is not bad, I guess.
That's right.
Here we go, first down and 10. Must-win game for Pell City to stay in the playoff hunt. This game and then the next 2, which is at Fort Payne and at Scottsboro. Trips down low, one up top. It's Smitty. There's Smith trying to juke and jive, and you know who's not buying that? It's Parker McAdams, the outside linebacker for the Springville Tigers, and got a Tiger slow to get up. Is that McAdams?
Yeah, Parker hurt himself on the tackle. I'm not sure what's going on there, and it looks like a cramp by the way he's positioning his leg.
Yeah.
Got another player already working on it. You know, Adam, speaking of the third quarter, Pell City has dominated in time of possession. They've dominated in yardage, I'm sure, but nothing's moved up there on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they've dominated in yellow flags being thrown all night, too, unfortunately, and that's a big part right there.
I've had, Adam.
What's wrong with you?
I've had 2 soft drinks, and I don't drink soft drinks. I don't have caffeine at night. I have a little coffee in the morning, and I'm wired up here in the press box.
Mary Catherine Gallagher up here, man. I'm not smelling your armpits, by the way. 1:09 left to go here in this third quarter as we come out of the timeout there. Not actually a timeout, but got the player for Springville off the field. Good news. McAdams working that cramp out, going to the far sideline. 1:05 left to go, third quarter. It's Pell City 14, Springville 14. Colin Smith up top by himself. That's where he wants to go. Looking deep. Colin turning around. There's a catch at the 30. A juke at the 25. Cuts inside the 10. Can he get there? The 5. Touchdown, Panthers! Woo! How about some juking and jiving on a 49-yard touchdown catch and run?
Let's watch this. What's prettier? The way this kid goes up and gets the ball, watch him turn his body and go up strong with his hands. Ball's thrown the opposite direction that he was initially intending, so cut here. Whoop, another missed guy here. Let's make another one miss right there. That's nice. That's big time right there.
That is big time. He needs to run it through the goal line, though. That guy, third guy almost got him. Great job by Smitty. Great pass by Colin Smith, by Baylor Smith. And a good PAT by Sailor Richard, the senior. Her third PAT of the night. Yes, I said her third PAT, Sailor Richard.
Sailor doing a great job. Colin Smith, after a shaky first half, let's say. Not everything went his way in the first half. He's been putting some big games up of late, so he bounces back, makes a huge play that we much needed in the third quarter.
How about here's a region score. Oxford 17, Arab 17.
Yeah, that one might go down to the wire, too, as we've got a good one here in Pell City between region rival Springville and our Panthers.
That was a big-time play there.
I'm still on it, too,
Yeah.
man. I love the way he catches the ball, but those 3 moves to get into the end zone were just icing on the cake.
What you got, our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter?
Just give you a heads up. Colin Smith's mom has woken up now. She's hopping, jumping, screaming, all kinds of good stuff down
there's
here.
her sign down there. That's my baby. Hey, get a shot of her with that camera, Scott, if you don't mind. Right after this kickoff, we're going to get a shot of Colin Smith's mom.
Scott, I'm not sure she likes attention. I don't know if she wants anybody to see her.
Kicking off again. Jake Blackstone. This one comes near side and going to be driven out of bounds. Let's get a shot. There she is. Look at her. That's her baby that just scored that big touchdown right there. Andrea, proud of number 14 out there.
Andrea, look up here with the shake of your head. Does he like it, or does he say, Mom, settle down? Which is it? He loves it. He loves Mom. That's awesome.
He says, take me to Waffle House after the game so I can watch the replay and hold the sign over the table, Mom.
That's great. That's great.
Colin Smith. Looking for big things out of him rest of this year and his senior year next year. 39 seconds left to go, third quarter. Pell City up 21-14. Patiently looking for some blockers on the near side is Bennett, the running back for Springville. Good for a couple of yards to the 41. Let's see if Clements wants to get one more. Well, here's another Springville player down. See him down on the near side here. I don't think this is a cramp. Looks like it hurts more than the cramp.
Colin keeps making plays like that, and Mom may have to start getting ready for some visitors next fall. Might be talking about the next level of football for number 14 as he just gets better each week. May have another cramping issue.
There he is right there. Getting a little water. And he's playing both sides of the ball, too. One of those guys plays receiver and playing DB as well. What you got there, Scott?
I was talking with her before the game, and she said that he wants to go into a fishing team at college, and he already has some offers.
Yeah, matter of fact, he and his brother were Angler of the Year here at Pell City High School this past year.
Well, I'm telling Colin, let's don't just isolate ourselves to one sport yet. I think there's football chances to play next level as well.
And number 14, Colin Smith. Big things for number 14 in store here for Pell City. You know, just that close, had 196 yards receiving against Calera a couple of weeks ago. Been a while since we've had a 200-yard receiver in one game. Tommy Moss, I believe, the last guy here at Pell City. So here we go. Got time with 20 seconds as the clock rolls down here, third quarter. Pell City 21 and Springville 14. Coming across the middle, making the catch for a first down. Big hit, but number 8, Noel Cox, he makes the catch, hangs on to it.
Want to salute Coleman here, because this is how you do it without getting the flag called on you. Watch him. Comes across the middle, shoulder down. Nice job by Coleman. That's about as hard a hit as you can get away with in football these days.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. So as we go to the fourth, everybody holding some fours up on the near sideline. It's Pell City 21 and Springville 14. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company, where financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
We are back here at Pell City High School as the Pell City Panthers are up 21-14 over the Springville Tigers. A massive region game, must win for Pell City to stay in the playoff picture.
Adam, just like you need me up here to be your hype guy, I love Ryan Duchok. Coach Duchok, he's the hype guy for those young Panthers down there, getting them motivated for this fourth quarter. A lot of energy on the sideline.
21-14. Quarterback dropping back. Got a receiver open, and he is going to catch it on 1st and 10. Boy, the chains move all the way down to they spotted at the 18-yard line. In the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone they go.
Yeah, that was after 0 net yards in the third quarter. David Birmingham.
Wow.
Allen Service Company in-game stats just notified me that Springville did not gain any yards in the third. Dominated by Pell City.
Just getting underway here, fourth quarter. Pell City 21 and Springville 14. Twins down low, one up top. Give to the back. Good side. A 2-yard run, maybe 3.
Carlos Herring loses his headgear. Quickly tried to put his helmet back on, but an official noticed.
Yeah, there's another youngster. He's a junior this year, Carlos Herring, man. He's made some plays on both sides of the ball, special teams as well.
I'm telling you, you talk about Smith coming back and Herring, that's 2 ballers right there.
Yep. You know, Keller, he's a player. He's coming back. You got Deontay Reese, a junior this year. Bedford, a sophomore.
Caleb Gross, a sophomore.
Wide receiver screen. Panthers all over it. Smith can't get him. Oh, good job there by the running back, Jamal Williams, wide receiver for Springville, getting it into the end zone.
It's like this. Defensive guys miss tackles and offensive guys make them miss tackles. We had a little bit of both there. We should have had him. He does a nice job staying on his feet. Broke 2 tackles, got into the end zone. Just like that, we could be tied up again with a successful PAT.
So awaiting the PAT here with 11:08 left to go here in this ball game. 21-20, Pell City on top. Let's see what happens with the PAT. The kick is up, plenty of leg, and it is good. 11:08 left to go in the ball game. We're tied up. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM, The River.
Your exclusive Bobcat dealer for East Central Alabama is Bobcat of Gadsden, and they're a full-line Bobcat dealer for construction and agriculture. They specialize in parts, service, sales, and rentals. And right now they have up to $3,000 in rebates on new purchases and great financing rates. Bobcat of Gadsden, same-day delivery on rentals, factory-trained service technicians, and they're ready to serve you. Call 256-563-4001.
Looking to break free with internet that will not hold you back? Only Hargray offers the fastest internet in town with unlimited data as well as local service and tech support. Try Hargray stress-free with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want speed, reliability, and great value, call 205-350-9885. Go to hargray.com for more and switch to Hargray today.
We're back here at Pete Rich Stadium. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Scott Elliott. Got a flag on the field. Whoa, there's some Alabama. What's going on with the flag?
It looks like there's a little bit of jawing, unsportsmanlike conduct on Pell City.
You see the sideline camera there with Coach Lee there. He was during the break. Yeah, unsportsmanlike as we see the white hat against Pell City. So Coach not happy with it during the break, talking with the white hat, but it's going to be assessed against the Pell City Panthers. 21-21 is the score with 11:08 left to go here in this ball game. Region game here for Pell City and Springville. Must win. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Pell City, if we don't win this one, we're out of the playoff hunt. We have to win this one. We have to win on the road next week at Fort Payne. Then we have to win on the road at Scottsboro. Those are 3 region games we have to win all in a row to keep the playoff hopes alive. Springville coming in with a 1-2 region record. So a victory here for the Tigers helped them out tremendously. So you see where Springville's kicking off from. The Panther 45 after that 15-yard penalty is assessed. See if they tell the kicker to just kick it out of the back of the end zone. Squib it. No, they said just kick it as hard as you can. And it's going to go out of the end zone, so Panthers will get the ball after the touchback. Pell City with 317 total offensive yards tonight. 166 through the air, 151 on the ground for that 317.
2 explosive plays for touchdowns. 49-yard touchdown reception by Colin Smith, 57-yard touchdown run on a 4th down. A 4th and short by our other big play guy, number 2, Kentrell Borden. May need another one from one of those guys here in the 4th.
Out of the shotgun, there is the give to Reese. Not much, a yard and a half.
Reese, 4 carries on the night.
Say hello to everybody watching on YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate it. Don't forget you can download our app. And if you're watching it on your phone, you got a smart television, you can mirror it onto your television and watch it. You got a smart television that's got YouTube capability. You can put it on there. What a great catch. Hauling it down is Gross at the 30, and he gets up to the 35-yard line. A Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Something Pell City has done tonight is move the chains. We've said Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop a lot tonight, and that's always a good sign.
Hurry up offense. There's the give to Reese again. He's going to squirt his way behind the right side of the line up to the 39-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain.
Reese, the junior, coming back, and he has definitely picked up on running north and south. He's got 5 carries. Before that one was 17 yards, so about 20 yards now. Here comes Reese again.
Yep. Right side, not a whole lot there. And here comes a 3rd down and long. No gain, 3rd and 7 for the Springville Tigers. 9:45 clock rolls here in the 3rd quarter. And it's Pell City 21, Springville 21. Out of the shotgun, Baylor Smith barking it out, seeing if they can get an easy 5. The defense for Springville doesn't bite. Play clock at 14. Here comes a new play. Baylor looks on the sidelines. Play clock at 10. Play clock at 5. At 2, at 1. There's the snap. Under pressure, Barra, he has to roll to his right, looking, and linebacker was right there. Almost a similar scenario what we saw last week, at the back left side of the field at Arab, where he didn't see the linebacker, threw it straight to him. Here's a 4th down, and we live to punt it.
Each week I talk about, Adam, how getting into the 20s often gives you a chance to win. We got a 50-50 game here. Both teams have arrived at 21 points. A lot of times that's enough to get you a win, but tonight somebody on one of these two teams is going to make a play here that makes the difference in this game.
9:03 left to go. They're coming after it. Blackstone.
Great job.
Yes, gets it away. It bounces at the 35, and it's going to lay dead at the 34-yard line. Yeah, that was a great job by Jake to get that thing out of there.
Yeah, not just fielding the high snap. It was a little high, but then quickly getting that kickoff before it was getting blocked or he got tackled, and that's a nice job by Jake Blackstone.
We take a look at the region standings real quick. Tiffany, can you pull that up? See if we get a second to look at it. Look at the region standings. Yeah, Pell City still. Springville tonight. You got Scottsboro and Fort Payne still on the schedule for the Pell City Panthers. Give you an idea where everybody sits. Everything's starting to unfold, especially after tonight across the region. 1st and 10. Lots of stutter stepping. Decides to run left side up to the 35, 36-yard line. Good for 2 yards. Kind of abandoned the Fry, the quarterback keeper behind the right side of the offensive line. Have had a lot of success out of it. Haven't seen it here lately, though. .8:25 on the clock now. Left to go in the ball game. 21-21. John Clements, head football coach for the Springville Tigers, former assistant coach here at Pell City High School. His wife was the SGA president not too long ago, airing it out. 2 defenders back there and no flags. Looking at the far sideline, see some coaches and players over there from Springville wanted to flag, but nothing out there.
The one thing that happened that scared me there was Jaden Coleman cut off the route. But usually you can get away with cutting off the route. If you can get behind a defender, there's nothing that says you can't slow up. Yep. And that's what he does there. Yep. I have no problem with that.
Good job.
He's not obligated to get out of the way of the receiver if he's behind him.
7:58 left to go here in the ball game. 21 apiece. Pell City and Springville, big region matchup. On a 3rd down and 8, Coach John Clements calls a timeout. Let's take it with him as well. 7:58 left to go in the ball game. We got a good one. It's Panther football on 94.1 The River. Back at Pete Ridge Stadium, senior night here for the Pell City Panthers. Not just the football players, but the cheerleaders, the band members, everybody that makes up a Friday football. And we've got a good one, Lance Bowman. 7:58 left to go here in this ball game. It's Pell City 21, Springville 21, and a 3rd and 8 for the Springville Tigers. Big stand needed here for our Panthers.
Yeah, we need that Panther defense to bow its neck and get us off the field one more time. Rise up with a big defensive stand here, get the ball back in the offense's hands.
Out of the shotgun, one back split to the left of Fry in the backfield. Looking to throw. He dumps it off to said receiver. 2 defenders right there knocking it down. Carlos Herring and Colin Smith making sure the catch is not made. And here comes a 4th down punting scenario for the Tigers.
Yeah, we'll see their offense trot off the field, their punt team come on. And I tell you, how about it, Kentrell Borden? Make a play here for us, man.
Yep.
Come up, make a play, make a catch on the ball, put us in good shape.
Borden standing at the 40-yard line to our right as he backs up now to the 35. The punter to our left standing at the 20. 7:52 left to go in the ball game. High kick, Borton calls for a fair catch, and he does so at the 36-yard line. So 7:45 left to go. I wouldn't mind seeing the Wildcat, number 2, getting back there. We had some pretty good success with that early in the ball game.
Well, he didn't get a chance to return, but nice job on the fair catch. That's when he had a guy right on top of him, perfectly played, and we'll see him in the game. Right now he's at wide receiver. Baylor Smith back in at quarterback.
Yeah, and Baylor having a good night, 13 of 20 for 172 yards. Out of the shotgun. This time he hands off to Bedford and going to the right, nothing there. That's going to be a 4-yard loss. Going to be about 7 minutes left to go in the ball game on 2nd down, tied 21.
Yeah, Bedford slipped immediately. He's in the muddy section of the field. Plus he had defenders right on top of him. That was busted up from the get-go.
Passing scenario here for the Panthers. Trips down low, one up top. Out of the shotgun is Baylor Smith, directing some traffic around there. There's the pitch. Bedford, stutter stepping at the 35, and that's where he goes down, not even back to the original line of scrimmage. He picks up a couple, but 3rd and 11 now lands for the Panthers on offense.
We heard the slam from the coaches next door, and that slam was in regard to the stutter stepping. There was a hole there. Time to hit the gas. Sometimes you just got to think in terms, man. You're not trying to take it to the house. You're trying to get 5-6 yards instead of 2 yards. We miss an opportunity to do it there.
3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun. Smith looks to his left, now looks across the middle of the field. Got a receiver open. It's Borden. 1st down and more. Inside Springville territory. Look at him stay on his feet as he's driven out of bounds on the near sideline at the 40-yard line. A Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop 1st down.
Yeah, he's going to take a wicked hit, too, if we see all the way on the replay. First of all, goes up high, gets it over the middle. Missed there. Going to take a sharp hit here in the back, and somehow he stays on his feet. And then doesn't even go down out of bounds.
Great throw there by Smith to Borden, and Borden making some stuff happen. Nothing happening on that right side, I can tell you that. The last 5 times we've tried to run over there, we've either made no gain or lost.
Number of times tonight on 3rd downs, Baylor Smith's got the chains to move, finding a receiver open across the middle.
2nd down and 10, no gain. 5:55 left to go in the ball game as the clock rolls, 21 apiece, Pell City and Springville. Gross up top by himself. There's the fake to Bedford, the keeper by Smith, and again, nothing happening there. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 after no gain.
Yeah, Baylor got over there in no man's land with nobody to help him, and then he didn't keep running. He's just kind of panicked, looking for somewhere to go, but at that point, you just got to find a spot and put your head down or slide, and ended up getting stood up and driven back.
Oh, boy. Here's another big 3rd and long at the 40-yard line of Springville. 5:10 left to go in the ball game. It's 21 apiece. Big region matchup for our Panthers and the Springville Tigers. And they're bringing the house. Got to get rid of it, Baylor. They brought a blitzing DB from the right side of the defense, and he just gets back there. You can see him on this replay. You see him creeping up there. Watch him creep up. Here he comes, and nobody picks him up.
I don't think Baylor saw it either. He was checking his receivers to his right as that corner creeped up. Big sack for Springville.
You know, and I was, had we got no gain, 4th and 10 at the 40, they're 40. Does Coach Lee go for it? Do you punt? We're not in that scenario after the sack now, but that would have been an interesting call to see what Coach Lee would have done. Blackstone, here they come. Good kick. Return man calls for a fair catch, and he does so inside the 20-yard line, down at the 18-yard line.
To answer your question, I would have been punt all the way unless we had gotten some yardage and made it close there, because we want to play field position right now. They got 4 minutes, and we want them to cover as much ground as they have to cover to get any points on the scoreboard. Preferably what we want is 3 and out.
Let's see if we can make it happen again. 21-21, Pell City and Springville. Battery? Yeah, I forgot about it. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball at their own 18-yard line. 4:11 left to go. Here comes the quarterback keeper right side I was just talking about. They find success. It's an 8-yard gain by the keeper by Fry.
Adam just got a message from former Panther Chad Chandler. You remember Chad?
14, wasn't he?
Number 14, played cornerback, was a punt returner for Pell City, and so proud of Chad and thankful for his service. He just has come back home over the summer from a long deployment in the Army. Appreciate Chad listening tonight. Chad says he wishes he was still playing. Chad's still in good enough shape to play.
Yeah, good defensive back for the Panthers. Looking to throw. Here comes some pressure by the Panthers, and does Fry spin enough forward to a 1st down? Clock is at 3:27. They stop it because it is enough for a 1st down. It'll go back in motion, though. 21 apiece here. Woo, what a game.
All the weight on that Panther defense right now. 14-14 at the half after Pell City jumped out to a 14-zip lead. Each team has scored here in the second half. It's 21-21.
3:10 left to go in the ball game. There's the handoff. Stretching it out far side. Coleman up there making the tackle for the Pell City Panthers.
We've got a Panther down on the field, and it's Otwell. He is trying to stand back up. He waves off the official. And I think they're going to make him come out.
Yeah, Hunter Otwell wearing number 25 tonight. Normally he's number 22, but they got him at number 25 tonight. And you see the referees, they're telling him, you got to go out at least one play, son. So here comes Hunter to the sidelines.
Yeah, they're not picking on Hunter there. Once the referee deems he's been on the turf long enough, he's going to call an official timeout, and Hunter has to at least leave the field for one play.
Yeah, here comes Dunnaville in Hunter's position.
Hunter Otwell, big kid, man. It's going to be fun watching this guy play football, too. We talk about the seniors tonight. It's their night, but also talking about the guys that are going to be coming back to play with us in the future.
I think they're trying to get the clock situated. It says 2:28 right now. Left to go in the ball game, 21 apiece. And I believe Pell City's going to call a timeout. They do. So let's take it with them as well. Woo-wee! 2:50 left to go in the game. It's tied at 21. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM, The River.
It was fun.
Sweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram says it's tailgate time. Show up and show off in a new Ram 1500 4-door starting from $34,999 while supplies last. During Ram Power Days, the Pell City Truck Pros feature the largest heavy-duty truck inventory in the Southeast. Buy a new Ram 1500 4-door starting from $34,999 at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I-20 exit 158 under the biggest American flag in Central Alabama.
At Pete Rich Stadium senior night, and it is the game that we thought it would be. Two evenly matched teams, and they definitely are. It's 21 apiece. Pell City and Springville. Pell City has to win this game to stay in the playoff hunt. Then they have to win at Fort Payne next week, then at Scottsboro. Try to wrap up the season with 3 region victories in a row to get us into the playoffs here.
Second down and 6. Every snap huge from this point on. 2:50 left, 21-21.
2 receivers down low. Looks like they got a wing on each side. There's the give to the back, right up the middle. Big hole, first down and more across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
And from a time standpoint, they're pretty much in perfect position. They keep moving the chains, keep running the clock. They're going to leave Pell City without any time to do anything.
Clock does continue to roll after the chains move at 2:30 now left to go in the ball game. Field goal will win it for Springville, but they got to get in field goal position first. Up the middle, not as much success there. A couple of yards to the 45-yard line. You know, they attempted the field goal in, first quarter, second quarter, whenever it was, and it was not a very good attempt, not very much leg. So keep that in mind if it comes to a field goal.
Second down and 10. Definitely want another big stand here. Put him in that 3rd and long. We may just have a little more time for our offense to do something.
Clock continues to roll here. Surprise, Springville's letting this much time roll off the clock. It continues at 1:45. Looking to throw near side instead. They set up the wide receiver screen far side. Lots of blockers out there. What a great open field tackle by Pell City. Looks like 2 Cantrell boarded, and we got a flag on top of that. So he might have worked him way out of a hold into the tackle. We got anything on that? Let's see if we can take a look at that. Yep, holding. Let's watch this again, Lance, here on the replay.
Well, you'll see a lot of bodies. Pell City had this pretty well defended. See a lot of black jerseys coming in here.
Yeah, they were holding on Keller. I could see it on one up top there. So after the spot foul, it is going to be 2nd down and 15 for the Springville Tigers. 1:35 left to go here in this ball game. It's Pell City 21 and Springville 21. The clock goes back in motion, and it's now at 1:25, 1:24. The handoff up the middle. Come on, guys. We got to shore that big hole up. On 2nd and 15, they get 14.
Yeah, now they're going to have to start watching the clock, though. It's about to go under a minute. They're not sitting as pretty as they were before that penalty. They're going to have to start diving into their timeouts here shortly.
Right at 1 minute as the clock rolls here. On 3rd and 1 from the Panther 48. Again, going up the middle. Again, a big hole. Making the tackle is Jaden Coleman in the secondary. And he gets down to the 39-yard line with 51 seconds left to go. And we got a timeout on the field. Let's take it with him as well. We got some drama. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM, The River.
I was finally ready to buy my first home after renting for the last several years. As I started my search, I got overwhelmed by how many websites and confusing listings there are. That's when I found the experts at ERA King. To me, ERA means expertise, reliability, and activity. I depended on them to find a home in my budget, and they didn't stop working until the keys were in my hands. ERA King. To us, it means always doing the right thing for every client. What will ERA mean to you? Find out at eraking.com.
At Pete Rich Stadium, the Pell City Panthers and the Springville Tigers 21 apiece. 51 seconds left to go in the ball game. And get that shot right there. Yeah, there is the shot of the field. And you can see it is torn up pretty well. It's very wet, a lot of dew, slippery. We get that shot because if it comes down to a field goal, what's the footing like?
Nice shot by Scott Elliott there on our soaked up, muddied up turf. Starting to look like a football game out there with these uniforms getting all dirty. And they are just taking huge chunks of yardage up the middle. Come on, guys, short up in the middle.
Yeah, got to get that 3-4 defense short up in the middle. I mean, they're gashing us up the middle on these last 4 plays. Clock is down to 30 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 3. Ball's on the turf. Quarterback picks it up. Bounces to the outside. 1st down. The clock will stop momentarily at 22 seconds left to go. It'll go back in motion when the chains move. What you got, Scott?
If you'll remember, in the first half, Springville missed a field goal. So they're going to have to get it inside the 20 to even have a chance.
Yeah, and inside at the 20 is still a 37-yard field goal, and that's no gimme in high school. And as you just mentioned, their field goal attempt in the first half, I don't know if the kicker didn't get a good foot on it or what, but it was not pretty, and it was well short.
No, he would have struggled to have hit from 20. Not talking about kicking it from the 20, which makes it a 30-yard attempt, but I believe he had like a 35-yard attempt, and it was probably 15 to 20 yards short. So, but I tend to agree with you, Adam, in that he just didn't get his leg into it. Anyway, 22 seconds left to go. The ball is at the 27-yard line of Pell City. Got everything you want here, folks. This wet, muddy field tonight, even though the weather's been clear today, has these guys with muddied up uniforms, and they're wrestling out a 21-21 tie right now with 22.3 seconds left. 1st and 10, Springville from the Panther 27.
Going from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Grab the app, watch it, Facebook, YouTube. We got a great one. 1st and 10 for the Springville Tigers. Empty backfield. They're looking to throw. Got a receiver open, middle of the field. Oh, man, it's going to be a pass interference on Pell City. The receiver was getting by the DB, and is it a PI or is it a hold?
I would think where it took place that they're probably going to call defensive holding, which is just as damaging. They're both going to be 15-yard penalties. Really.
Man, they watch a replay here. Watch him cut right in the middle of the field. You'll see him come into camera angle. Yeah, it was already past it at that point. That is definitely going to put him in what I would think John Clements' field goal range, at least an attempt on the road.
Yeah, certainly puts it in a much more makeable position for any field goal kicker.
Keep in mind, they don't have any timeouts left.
I was just about to say that. No timeouts left, so that's why they're going to the air. You know, a run and they don't get back to the line of scrimmage in time, it's over.
Yeah, one run could jeopardize their ability to spike the football. So probably going to see some passing plays here. I'd be surprised if we even see a run.
16 seconds left to go, and we got a timeout on the field by Pell City. We'll keep it here, Tiffany.
High drama at Pete Rich Stadium.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. We got a shot of you see the scoreboard right there. 16.8 left to go. Well, we had one. 16.8 left to go, 21 apiece. Big region game for Pell City and for Springville. There we go. There's a shot. Thank you, Scott. Senior night here at Pell City High School. Only 4 home games this year. You know, I forgot who it was. Let me see who it was that mentioned it earlier. I mentioned it in the pregame. John mentioned it earlier in the comments. Chris Sense, who is an assistant coach across the way for the Springville Tigers. He played here at Pell City High School many a year ago. When I saw him earlier this year, man, it looks like he could still suit up.
And I also remember that you had Riker since playing here for 25 years. Riker suited up for a long time with
Come
Pell
on,
City.
man. All right, here we go. 16 seconds left to go as the train's about to come in the background here. First down. The give again up the middle. Big hole, dragging defenders inside the 5. And the clock will stop at 10.5 as the chains move. Now it goes back in motion. At 8, at 7, they spike the ball. It stops at 7.5. You see it in the screen there on the very top.
And we forgot to say the one thing that could stop the clock on a running play was to pick up the first down. That was a huge gamble. They probably don't get an attempt at a field goal if we stop them there. They almost broke it into the end zone on the run up the middle, which they've just gashed us here in the first quarter up the middle, and sets them up for a last-second field goal attempt. Probably won't run out the clock, but will be probably at 3 or 4 seconds after this play.
It's a 20-yarder right here.
Pell City going to call timeout to freeze the kicker.
Yep. Be a 20-yard field goal attempt. Hey, Scott, where are you? Are you anywhere near that part of the field? Can you at least get an eyeball on it to see what it looks like? Not necessarily with a camera.
Yeah, I'm in the end zone.
I see you. All right, we can see where he's going to be kicking from. The line of scrimmage is at the 10. So the ball's going to be the ball's going to be placed about where they're going to snap it. Not the there it is. All right, let's
about
get
the
that
3-yard line.
Yeah. Going to be about a 20-yard field goal.
I don't bring out my Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks voodoo, Church of Scientology finger motions, but we need some bad mojo from the snap to the holder. We'll take whatever we can get. Any type of slip of the ball, just let's don't even let this kick get off the ground.
So for what is all likelihood the win.
This is a 20-yard field goal.
With 7 seconds left to go. Plenty of leg, and it is good.
Woo! Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Springville across the way. You see him on the screen there. It's a full house over there. And that's a big one. 2.3 seconds left to go in the ball game. It is now 24-21. Springville on top of Pell City. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he just missed on that first field goal because that one had plenty of leg and looked pretty. Well,
really, you have to decide here to either fair catch it or try to do it all in the return. You got a choice to do one or the other.
What do you do if you're Springville? You just squib it down the middle?
Yeah, they would love somebody to probably pick up the ball around a lot of traffic, but and a squib kick is probably their best chance at running out the clock right here. They kick it in the air, we get a fair catch, we may get one offensive snap. Other than that, we got to do something with the return. It's going to be our last shot.
So let's see what Coach John Clements, former assistant football coach here at Pell City, his wife Meg, graduated from Pell City, was I can't remember if she was the president or vice president of her graduating class.
As crazy as it sounds, an onside kick even is not out of the possibilities here. I would call it unlikely, but any kind of player touched by Pell City, clock's going to start running.
Yep, 2.3 on the clock. They're going to kick it right down the middle, and the Panthers, the knee is on the ground, so it should stop. All right, so bad. Wasn't his knee down? Well, regardless, as we watch it fall to the turf, the white hat throws the clock in motion. It sits at 0 right now, and that looks like it's the end of the ball game. Yep, 21-24. Excuse me, 24-21, Springville beats Pell City. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Yeah. Thought he was just going to go ahead, and he kind of acted like he was going to go down. So, guys' hands, I would have wanted it in. Herring can take it to the house, but he's limped off the field. He may have cramped up as soon as he caught it.
We're going to, of course, always we talk to Coach Wayne Lee at the end of the ball game. And as soon as we let Coach meet with his players on the field, and then we'll get a couple of words in with him. Good football game. I mean, it's what I thought it was. Two evenly matched teams. Pell City now drops to 0-4 in region play, and Springville increases it to their region play to 2 wins and 2 losses. Springville there in the driver's seat, maybe. Got to look and break down, see some other scores, maybe to get a little home field advantage in the first round. Springville still has Oxford next week and Arab the week after that. Those are the two that were towards the top, on the top of the region standings. Woo, man. That was a good football game. All right, so I'll tell you what, let's take a timeout, and we'll let Coach meet with his players, and when we come back, we'll talk to Coach Wayne Lee. We'll talk the stats as well, take a look at our final stats of the game. Stick around. Final score, Springville 24, Pell City 21. It's Panther football on 94.1 The River.
Main Street Drugs in Pell City wants to serve you by providing fast and friendly service, convenient drive-thru, and home delivery. All major insurance plans are accepted, including workman's comp claims, free COVID vaccines, and wellness checks for PHIP insurance plans, including spouses by appointment. And the gift shop has everything you need to show your team pride: football spirit wear, game day jewelry, stadium bags, hats, home decor, and more. Like them on Facebook. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, your hometown drugstore.
Since 1989, Metro Bank has continued to build on the philosophy of friendly, caring bankers that work to meet the needs of everyone in the community. Whether it's personal or business checking, investment accounts, consumer and commercial lending, home mortgages, equity lines of credit, and more, Metro Bank would love the opportunity to serve you. Come home to us. Metro Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
The Territorium Haunted House and Amusements dares you to come visit. Come brave the twisted corridors of the Territorium. But beware if you do. If you're too scared, come ride the Big Eli Ferris wheel or the Haunted Castle Dark Ride. Look us up on Facebook. The Territorium Haunted House and Amusements in downtown Oxford. Scare if you dare.
Your exclusive Bobcat dealer for East Central Alabama is Bobcat of Gadsden, and they're a full-line Bobcat dealer for construction and agriculture. They specialize in parts, service, sales, and rentals. And right now they have up to $3,000 in rebates on new purchases and great financing rates. Bobcat of Gadsden, same-day delivery on rentals, factory-trained service technicians, and they're ready to serve you. Call 256-563-4001.
Looking to break free with internet that will not hold you back? Only Hargray offers the fastest internet in town with unlimited data as well as local service and tech support. Try Hargray stress-free with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want speed, reliability, and great value, call 205-350-9885. Go to hargray.com for more and switch to Hargray today.
Back at Pete Ridge Stadium, not the scoreboard we were hoping for. A great game between Pell City and Springville. Big region matchup. Final score, Springville 24 and Pell City 21. And with the loss, unfortunately, goes the hopes of any playoffs for the Pell City Panthers, even if we win the next two, Fort Payne and Scottsboro. Good game, though. I mean, we knew coming in, Lance, that they were evenly matched. And it was kind of a tale of the first quarter. Pell City goes up 14-0. Very good offensive drives. Second quarter, 14 unanswered by Springville. And then again, the final score 24-21. We're going to be talking to Coach Lee as we get him wired up here. Coach, you got us all right?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was I tell you, hard-fought game by the Pell City Panthers. And I know you're proud of the boys. Not the scoreboard doing what you wanted, though.
Yeah, no, I just told them just then I was very proud of the effort right there, but I was very disappointed of the penalties and shooting yourself in the foot right there. I don't know what the total was, but it was a bunch.
Coach, that was my exact question for you. I looked at your team coming off the field. That loss hurt them. That was a hard-fought game. That was anybody's game to the last 7 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I felt like at halftime we was going to win the ball game. I think they felt like our players. I think they felt like we were going to win the game, and then we just couldn't close the door at the end.
Coach, how do you take that dejection and raw emotion, and yet at the same time get these brains that haven't fully developed yet to understand how critical those mistakes you're talking about are?
Oh, yeah, we'll watch the film Saturday. I mean, like I said, it'll show big. It'll show big right there. It's drive stoppers when we're on offense. It's drive continuers when we're on defense right there. And you just can't, I don't care who you play, and I don't care if you play in the junior high team from down the road, you can't keep giving them opportunities. You know, that'll eventually come back and get you.
Coach, I know we've got 3 games left still on the season, but all 3 of them on the road. Senior night tonight, the last game here at Pete Rich. Just talk about the seniors and what they meant to you here.
Yeah, that's what I told. Like I said, I told them before the game, before they walked out with their parents. I appreciate everything they've done. I appreciate the way they've represented Pell City. You know, they're fine young men right there. They'll go on. They'll wipe this off one day. It may take a little while. It may not be till about Monday till they get over this one right here. But you know, they're strong guys. They're good character guys. They'll bounce back and they'll be okay.
All right, Coach. We'll see you at Fort Payne next Friday.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Coach Wayne Lee, head football coach for the Pell City Panthers. Again, the final score, it's Springville 24 and Pell City 21. I want to take a look at our in-game stats, which, of course, brought to you by Allen Service Company.
Yeah, through the air, we were 15 of 22 for 204 yards. I believe all of that was Baylor Smith minus maybe one small completion when we were down in the red zone. Baylor had a touchdown, 49-yarder to Colin Smith. Baylor was sharp tonight, very efficient, ran the ball hard, tough kid, just played well all the way around. I think he's player of the game too. Adam and I are in agreement of that. We'll get to that later, but there's our Metro Bank player of the game already. Individually receiving, Borden, 4 catches for 63 yards. He was a worthy nomination as well. Colin Smith, 3 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown. Gross had 2 receptions for 18 yards. Herring had a catch for 7 yards. Reese out of the backfield, 3 catches, 29 yards. Bedford, 2 catches for 22 yards. Great job by our running backs out of the backfield. Again, that's 15 completions on 22 attempts for 204 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. As solid as we've been in the passing game all year long. On the ground, 37 carries for 147 yards. We were okay on the ground. Even those statistics are a little misleading because of one big play by Borden. He was 8 carries for 76 yards and a touchdown. Reese had 6 carries for 20 yards. Bedford, 10 carries, 27 yards. Smith, 13 carries for 24 yards. And so obviously you take away Borden's 8 carries on 76 yards, not as much success on the ground maybe as it seems, but still a nice number, 351 total yards.
Yeah, 351 total offensive yards for the Pell City Panthers as we just kind of glance at Springville before we wrap up here as well. 7 of 14 through the air, 139 yards, 32 rushes, 158 yards. So 297 total offensive yards for the Springville Tigers.
And, Adam, when we think about what Springville did on offense, I think of the quarterback run, the success that he was having there as the second quarter wound down when we had played really tough defense throughout the first half. And then there on the drive that set up the short field goal, they just gashed us through the middle. And that wasn't representative of the type of defense we played in the second half. Both of those drives just happened when they needed them. And you kind of felt like whoever had the ball last was going to end up winning this game. And unfortunately, it's the Springville Tigers on senior night.
Yeah, our Metro Bank player of the game is the quarterback, Baylor Smith. We got a couple of them right here. Here's a couple of passes by Baylor Smith. And, again, the good efficiency by Baylor. He was able to make sure that he had, good decisions and made sure that, a couple of times where he might have thrown it in the middle of the field, he got rid of it and made some smart decisions. I think this is the touchdown right here Baylor Smith to Colin Smith. A nice throw right there. You know, Colin does a great job with the catch and then making 3 defenders miss. 1, 2, and here comes number 3 right there. And number 2 misses again for that matter.
That's your play of the game right there for sure. You know, when at one point in the second half, I took the binoculars and I was keying on Baylor, and we have on the black uniforms, of course, so the mud and water didn't show up like it did on the Springville uniforms, but the socks were just soaked. There was grass and mud stains. I could barely read his number on the back. That was football tonight. I know he enjoyed it. I know he's frustrated with the loss, but I'm glad he could go out knowing on senior night that he had his best game.
Yeah, here's one of the hard hits he took right there. You see him bent at about a 90-degree angle right there. So he took some shots and he threw some pretty nice passes, especially that one to Colin Smith. So our Metro Bank player of the game, the senior quarterback, Baylor Smith. All right, so that is going to wrap it up for tonight. Again, the final score, Springville 24 and Pell City 21. Going to be on the road, the final 3. Next Friday night, we're going to Fort Payne. We've asked Randy Owen to see if he'll do some sideline for us. I don't know if he's going to answer the email or not. Then after that, we'll be at Scottsboro and then at May Jemison.
And I was just going to say, thinking back to what Coach told us at the end, that's not Coach speak at all. We lost because of silly penalties, extending their drives, just like Coach Lee said, and extinguishing our drives. This was kind of easy to say. No disrespect for Springville. The best team did not win tonight. I think Pell City had the stronger team. That's really hard to take. But those kids have to learn and understand the importance of holding on a stop block, out receiving, or a personal foul on defense, just how big those things are, and it'll haunt you on a game like this, 24-21.
Thanks to Scott Elliott doing a great job roving the sidelines as always. Want to thank Michael doing a great job on the camera. Also Madison doing a great job as well. David Birmingham doing our stats back from the mountains. He went to the mountains last Friday, so we missed him. DB, great job. Allen out. He's celebrating his birthday tonight, so we'll have DB and Allen back together, our tag team up in Fort Payne on our stats. Want to thank Tiffany Studdard. Great job with the video production side. And, of course, my man Lance Bowman right here, who do a great job, man. I appreciate you.
Well, this one was fun, and I loved everything about tonight except the Panther loss. We had a great game tonight. That was exciting. Great crowd. Springville especially. Got to take your hat off to all the folks that came down from the northern part of St. Clair County. And, man, just get them next time, Pell City.
All right, we're going to be on the road next 3 games. It's at Fort Payne next Friday night. Look for the airtime about 6:15. Don't forget, you can watch this all over again on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm Adam Stocks. Thanks for checking out Panther Football.